brain was like, hey, let's work on this, and then was distracted the entirety of yesterday and most of this morning. In fact, it basically only came up with the very, very basic storyline like 2 hours ago. So it won't be bad though. Mostly I just need to figure out combat because I'm always thinking this is like Vampire, and I have to remind myself that it's not like Vampire, it's actually like Exalted, and I haven't played Exalted. So, okay. To join battle to begin. Hmm. All right, let's see. You have trouble tracking the ticks of your character, the storyteller characters in combat. Here's a couple of suggestions to make it easy. So I think this uses a system not exactly the same as Heroes, but something kind of akin to Heroes, where you have multiple actions on a turn because you can act multiple times. You're fast. All right. So each player uses a single 10-sided die with 0 representing 0 instead of 10 to track the time as tells character's next action. Start a combat. A die reads the tick number when the character first acts. Okay. Hello.
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 So I just need Peyton and maybe Ravel. Because you guys were supposed to have a Ravel, but he has not finished his character, so
Yeah, you can see that.
it's bad.
What do you mean, not even close, or?
No, he just has boons, but well, I guess everything passed to boons. So plenty left. Because he got all the attributes, you got the abilities done.
Uh-huh.
He was supposed to finish it yesterday. I was like, hey, when you have time, I will basically have the day free, so just let me know. And then the day passed with no response.
Nice.
So it might just be the three.
We'll make do.
Okay, wait a minute. Hello, Peyton.
Howdy.
Evening good.
It's noon. It isn't evening yet.
Well, aren't you fancy?
I was late as hell.
Yep. So apparently we probably won't have Ravel because he didn't get his character done. And I've heard nothing at all today. I don't even think he's online. Nope. So it'll just be the three of you,
Well,
which will work out. So
he was just holding us back.
it just means one of the scenes I'll have to leave out a character, and that's not a big deal.
Mhm.
All right. Oh. All right. So yeah, this combat system is very, very odd. It's deep, but it is pretty odd.
Gotcha.
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
The initiative system's kind of weird.
Yeah. I was just saying to Theo that it reminds me of the Hero Systems initiative, but not as clean. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
So I believe you each have tokens, names, all that.
Yeah,
Yes.
looks like it.
All right.
Can't believe you've removed me from my rightful place.
Gonna remove you from this fucking world.
Your rightful place looking like
A little bit.
Chase changed his character's token. When I looked back in here like an hour ago, and Theo had his character over yours, Chase,
Hmm.
like the token, and because of its transparency, I thought you had just snuck in and changed your token and then left.
I really pranked you on that one. That'll show Mitchell.
Very important. So, if you guys are all set, then we can get started. Have to hope the fighting goes well.
No.
It's gonna be such a mess. I can already tell it's gonna be such a mess.
I'm gonna be honest, I looked at it and I was like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. So, well, let me give you guys the setting quick so that if you need to write where you are or some such, get yourself a little more located. This takes place in New York City, and of course, this version of Earth in around 2010. Well, in fact, actually, in 2010 in October. So, the air's chilly. You guys all received a message or were talking with your guide, etc., etc. Somehow, somewhere, someone gave you a note or you guys got a message that effectively said, come to this, let me see. Basically, the message in short promises some answers to your questions, the secrets of the world and yourselves. And if you are interested, you should come to a home nestled in the West Village of New York City at 3 o'clock on Friday, the 13th of October. If there wasn't a Friday of the 13th in October in 2010, I don't especially care.
There is now, baby.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do in the morning coming up to that date? As I'm going to take away some of your agency and say you were all going.
Okay.
What? All right.
Yeah. If you're not doing it willingly, then you're being compelled by magic. Effectively, you don't know it's magic, but you will feel your feet or car driving to this destination at some point during the day.
Damn, my feet do be driving.
Yeah.
Go up in full chainmail. Let's fucking go.
And you mean you don't just kick out the base of your car and just run around with it?
Yeah, I love the Flintstones.
I don't
Dungeon
actually
is merely
ride
a
the motorcycle. I
suggestion.
just hold it above my head and run.
Just run around with it. Going motorcycle speeds with it running the whole time.
Yeah. I'm fucking zooming, baby.
So, yeah. What do you guys do during your morning? Considering you have to be there at 3, so. You guys have some time to kill. Unless, of course, you wake up at like 2 in the afternoon. And then you don't have as much time to kill.
Just
That's
wake up
Chase,
at the
not Dr.
meeting.
Matthew Harris. Come on.
Wake up at me. How did I get here? Where am I? Who are you?
You just sleepwalk there. Wake
Yeah.
up in front of the building. Wait, what?
Sleep through the meeting. Everyone's like, what? Why is this person just
going on?
standing here?
There's a plausible chance that Edward would be asleep until the required time.
What? Until the required time. You mean to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm. Have a late night. Have to go to your meeting. Grumpily get up at whatever. 2 in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Drive or walk over.
Probably just go about the day as usual. Go to work. All that good fucking shit.
Yeah,
Wait, what day of the week is it?
it's Friday.
The 13th. Ooh.
Mhm.
Spooky.
We'll go to work, leave a little early.
Yep.
So,
Wake up, drink some coffee, go to work.
In the middle of July, oh, I got somewhere to be and just leave.
I would assume some of you that actually care about your jobs like bother telling someone about it ahead of
Yeah,
time.
I would have put that in.
Yeah.
Because you guys got the
previously.
message like a month ago, so
yeah, I got
you had
somewhere
some
to be
time
on
to
this
set
day.
up.
In the
It's
middle
not
of
like
surgery.
yesterday. You're like, hey boss, I gotta go. Sorry about not mentioning this earlier. So, the 3 of you, plus of course whoever shows up tomorrow, arrives around 3 o'clock to a small brick 3-story building that is squished in between 2 much larger ones. It looks pretty beat, especially for like its area, as it is a very, very old building with a small stoop. And of course, there's overhang and a few stairs. Walking up, you see a fairly tall man with a dark coat and bowler hat. Holy heck! As you guys kind of like are walking up, he pulls out a pocket watch, flips it open, kind of looks at the time before putting it back in his pocket. So, yeah. I mean, you guys are like walking up to the house, or I guess getting out of your car or some such.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
He looks down at you and grins. Ah, just the person I think I was waiting for. Welcome to my home. What can I do for you?
I didn't think this far ahead.
I didn't think
Really?
I
You
would get
didn't-
any further in this conversation.
This is how far you didn't think ahead.
The greeting
I was told
seems
there
too
would be a
far.
meeting. Or something to
Ah.
that effect.
I see the meeting. Yes. And you are exactly the people that I've been waiting for. You three, you should go inside and walk all the way to the back and up the back staircase to the second floor, and the door should be right there on your right. As for the other four, you should wait a moment, and I'll give you your own destination soon. Then he kind of steps out of the way for you guys to walk up.
So are we to be kept in the dark on the information in this meeting until we get there, or are you going to tell us anything?
Well, I think it'd probably be prudent to let them explain themselves. But if you must know, they have some information about your heritage, I suppose is the best way to put it.
Just as vague as before, but thank you. I'll walk in.
Yeah. As you swing the door open, he does kind of raise his hand. Oh, one more thing. I would suggest following the main path that I've told you about. My house is undergoing renovations and things have a habit of getting lost. So just keep to the main one. It would be ever so awful if you were to get lost wandering around.
Yeah.
What's the sense of motive equivalent?
If I remember correctly, it's integrity, but I can check.
Integrity. You can use integrity to resist deception.
Yeah.
I would like to attempt to sense motive him, or integrity him, I suppose. See if that is actually why he doesn't want us wandering around.
Do an integrity wits.
Integrity wits. All right.
I don't think there's like a perception attribute, right? No, there is a perception.
No, there's perception.
So yeah, go ahead and do that instead.
Oh,
That
that's
makes
even
more
better
sense.
for me.
Because you're
So I
kind of
get
trying to gauge him.
luckily I do get 2 auto successes on this because I have a perception 2.
Really?
Big
Epic
ball.
perception too?
Yeah.
How?
Uh-oh.
Did I fuck up somewhere?
You can only have epic attribute 1 for anything. Because it has to be less than your legend.
I misread earlier. I forgot.
I
can
did the
change that
same
real fast.
thing.
It's no issue.
It's the boons that can be equal.
Yeah, I misread that.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll just switch some stuff around real fast.
Yeah.
So I get 1 auto success.
Yeah.
Easy. And then this is the D10 system, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
D10 system.
So I roll. I've got 3
You're gonna
perception,
roll,
4
the same
integrity, so I
number.
should be rolling.
Yep, 7 dice.
7 dice. Wait, can I
And
just click this?
7s and above are what you're looking for. It's not like Vampire where the difficulty changes, it's the number of successes that you need.
7 and above.
Mm-hmm. That is 1 success.
Woo!
Technically
2. I got the thing.
A 10
Oh, yeah,
counts
2
as
because
2,
of
doesn't
your-
it?
Yeah. So, yeah, 1 success based on the roll, and then because of 9 and then a 10 would be 3, and then the
Yeah.
2 1s are down to 1. But yeah, so two overall, which is enough to at least get a sense that it is probably best to stay on the main path. That this guy is
Alright.
not attempting to fool you into you should go look elsewhere. He's being honest that things do actually go missing if they start walking off into areas they're not supposed to.
All right, that's fine.
He's not trying to hide it very hard, so. But, yeah, you enter the house. And on the inside, at least, it is furnished fairly nicely. Old and kind of archaic, but I mean, it's at least nice. Has the old big grandfather clock in its front hall, and a lot of the other little lamps set around on the tables are all kind of the old like black iron design from like the Gothic era. when everything had to look fancy. Sure, these things probably cost like
Correct.
thousands of dollars each, but they at least seem to fit the rest of the decor pretty well. But following the path, it is fairly easy, seeing as you follow the main hallway to the back, you walk up a small spiral staircase, and then reach a hallway with a series of doors leading off from both sides. Of course, following directions, the door on the right should be the one.
I open the door on the right.
Oh, great. Opening the door on the right, you see, well, a fairly small room with a massive table and 3 individuals sitting at it, kind of spread around a little bit. The one on the far right appears to be a very old woman with her hair tied up in a bun. However, rather than being the gray that the rest of her features might suggest, her hair is, in fact, like vibrant red. And even then, she still looks a little bit more vigorous than most older folks that you'd be used to. She seems to be kind of sitting quietly, just knitting, while she watches the other two. The second man apparently is also fairly old, though maybe a little bit younger than the grandmother. He has an old man's cap with a single striking green and red feather poking out of one of the sides, and seems to be kind of working on a blueprint of some sort. And you can kind of see the bag sitting next to him is full of them, as a couple of them are poking out of the top. Even as you guys step in, he kind of is putting away his watch. And then the third man is sitting with his feet up on the table, boots on, a wild head of black hair with a long goatee, and of course an open jacket and pants. And seems to be chewing on something that he kind of spits out as you guys step in. Yeah. You'd imagine they probably would be open in other circumstances. Not here, though. There is
Not
a fourth
yet.
seat, but it is currently vacant. And as you guys step in, all of the gazes kind of move towards the door. And the at least kind of quiet scratching of paper and, well, chewing ceases for a long moment before the man with wild hair just kind of throws up his hands. Finally! I was wondering when you were all coming.
We're on time. Are we not?
You check your watch. It's around 3. It's probably like a minute after. So,
My apologies.
he swings his feet off the table. So, I think it's time to introduce ourselves and get you people's show on the road. We all have things to do, people to see. Yeah. Well, at least I do. I don't know what these 2 old stuffy people have. The other 2, well, the man seems to just kind of brush it off. See, continuing. As he rolls up the piece of paper and puts it back in the bag carefully along with its pencil. He kind of stands up, at least kind of motions for the 3 of you into the room and close the door. The old woman at least puts away her knitting and then just kind of sits there with her hands folded. Well, folded on her lap. So the flamboyant man just kind of sits down in his chair again, feet back up on the table. And just kind of gestures for the old engineer to apparently take it away. Engineer just kind of looks at you guys. So, I'm sure you have many questions. Well, we have some answers. Before we get too deeply into our own request, ask away.
Who are you?
Beat me to it.
Get fucked.
He just kind of blinks for a moment, takes off a small pair of glasses and wipes them. I forgot you're not quite in on our joke. No, in on the world. I suppose I should start with a short story. You see, this world of ours and all of its many stories and myths are, well, in short, true. All the myths of monsters and great acts are actually things that happened. It's just people, well, think they're stories. I, for instance, am Quetzalcoatl, your father. And he points at, of course, you, Chase.
Yeah.
You are my scion. I might not be father directly to you, but I know more about you than most. At least I would estimate so. I have been keeping myself quite busy. Kind of gestures down to his bag. This is one of my many things. I keep my, well, time. The old woman kind of gestures at you, Sigrun. And you are my daughter. A fine one at that, from what I've seen. As well, you might have heard the stories, but I don't know how deeply you look into all that. Am Freya. And of course, the man with his boots kicked up on the table introduces himself in, well, the best way he can by literally vanishing and then reappearing in front of you, Theo. And you are my scion, Loki's boy.
Good evening. A pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. It actually is, though. It's all mine. Don't you be taking it now. Gives you kind of a sidelong grin before vanishing and reappearing, sitting in a seat.
When you say, are you saying that you are directly our parent?
Yeah, or is this more of like a metaphorical thing?
Well, he said he wasn't really my technical father, but
Mhm.
Indeed.
we're their scions, whatever that means.
You are our children after a fashion, I suppose. You might have had, well, mortal parents, but we had some hand in your conception.
This is seeming like a lot to take in.
That is understandable.
Had that one not just did that, I think I would be pressed to ask for evidence of any of this, but I'm not sure I want to know how that just happened.
Yes, unfortunately, our good friend Loki here, and she shoots him a very withering glare, has a penchant for, well, flamboyance when he chooses to actually do things. I do things plenty often. It's you who sit around watching all day. And while those two kind of start to bicker in a language that you guys don't understand, Quetzalcoatl kind of continues. Do you have any other questions for us based on this new information? Or can we get to our reason for showing here?
I presume within we will be told what exactly it means to be your son or daughter.
I
Scions.
will attempt to explain what it means to be a scion. At least, what it means to be my scion. I cannot speak to the daughters of the Aesir. However, I suppose it'd be easiest to just show you. And with that, he goes and pulls 2 items from his bag. A large syringe and a book. And then steps forward to hand them to you, Matthew.
Mhm.
These are your birthright. A, well, gift to see you forward on your path. And hopefully a guide to help you move forward without falling to the forces of the Titans. Our eternal foe.
Hmm.
Yep.
Did they say their eternal foe was?
The
I didn't
Titans.
think they. Okay.
Oh.
Well, after he does it, Freya, after a moment, breaks off the conversation or discussion or argument, however you want to phrase it.
It can be all three.
Yeah. And walks up to you, Sigrund. And these are my gifts to you, Sigrund. May they protect you and make your enemies suffer, as they should for their actions.
Mm-hmm.
First, she hands you a big spear, I'm guessing is what a patha is?
Spoth is actually the sword.
Okay.
I could not find a thing that I wanted to use as a spear, otherwise I would have.
All right. I mean, it could just be a spear with sword, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she hands you a sword along with a bag of coins and what are the Valkyries tied to?
The
The
coins.
coin? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, she hands you the spear and the coins.
Well, hold on.
Mhm.
Why does she have a spear?
Or sorry, spear, sword, and the coins.
Yeah.
And she does seem to
Sword.
like pull these items from basically under her shawl, an area where they really shouldn't fit.
Yeah, this is probably better if I just don't ask though. That's the thought process at this point.
Yep. This is a blade to protect you in the days coming forward. And of course, some of my other daughters and warriors for your protection, that you may call upon to aid you in combat.
Okay, and where's my sword?
I
you even know how
don't
to use a
believe
sword?
you need a sword. The modern world has many other tools, and of course, they're not exactly necessary for all things. Sometimes talking is a viable method of dealing with our foes, convincing them to stand down.
I'd argue that
And
swords
what
are
if the
fairly
talking
necessary
doesn't
in my
work?
line of work?
Well, that's when you need other ways of dealing with them. I would suggest getting some form of weaponry if you are without one. And then, of course, Loki just kind of sidles out of the darkness up to you, Edward, and just kind of plops a loudspeaker in your hands. And this is my beauty.
Thanks.
It'll be a good old show if you use it right. You should know how to use it now, I think. It's been a while since I've had a Scion, so birthrights all generally click after a little bit.
I see.
And as you all take the items, it does feel like you are more than you were. And you do understand how to use these items now. As if you always owned them.
Sword, not rocket science.
Well, the sword aspect is fairly
Yeah.
easy. The other aspect of it is the harder part.
Yeah, fair.
How do I use this book, I wonder? Read
Yeah.
it? Oh my god.
I now know how to use a sword. I stopped swinging it by the handle. Or by the blade. Big pog.
But yeah, you guys know how to activate the items, you know what they do, and of course your access to their purviews, or rather your own purviews, are unlocked.
Excellent, excellent.
And now that our visitation is complete, on to your test.
What?
What? You think these gifts come with nothing?
I was hoping to come with slightly more
Hope.
instruction.
We're more of a learn on the go type of thing. You know, you figure it out as you work on problems. Yes. Such problems we have at the moment. Are you aware of a ongoing gang violence up in the Manhattan area? If you guys pay attention to the news, you would be. If you don't, then this is news to you.
I've got a 3 in politics, so probably.
0 in politics? No.
You can still watch the news even if you're not
I don't
interested.
watch the news. News is for cowards.
Well, we are interested in sending you against our eternal foes to protect the good of humanity. We would rather you to survive your first outing. And as such, a test is required to make sure that you're actually worth the time and effort and gifts we've bestowed. Yeah. So, we're going to go up to Manhattan and beat up some gangsters. There is more to that, but Loki does have it about right. That is
Well-
the goal in general.
I was told we wouldn't have to beat people up. Moments ago.
There are other methods of dealing with the mortal aspect of this problem. However, we suspect that it is more than just gangsters starting a row with each other. Indeed. We believe that there are some, what you might call elves, who are stirring up the gangsters in a, well, old feud with some other creatures. Do not worry about them, for they are not your goal. Your goal is to either disband or set to flight, or straight up kill if you can, the Flower Bunch's leadership.
The flower bunches?
Indeed. She just kind of grabs at her forehead. That is indeed what they are called.
Mm-hmm.
Do not take their name as a marking of weakness, however. They
No,
are just as deadly as any other gangsters you will have witnessed.
Yeah, I assume getting shot will kill me just as quickly, whether they have stupid names or not.
Indeed. You are merely mortal when it comes to the, well, existence of your bodies. However, that does not mean that you are entirely mortal any longer. You are significantly stronger and faster, or how many other ways that you have grown. Or smarter and more intelligent, if you wish. She just kind of looks at Quetzalcoatl a little bit, kind of, eh.
is ready to explore.
So, Anything else you need to know?
Where do we go if we die?
That's a good question, actually. Because I feel like my chance of that happening is just increased quite significantly.
Well, I suppose it depends on who you are. You will probably be taken in, as he kind of gestures to you, Matthew. Would be taken in by one of my siblings or fellows in our pantheon. As for the Azir, depending on how you die, I suppose. Yeah, you can go to Valhalla and fight like, well, like hell. Or you can visit hell.
I think I prefer the Valhalla option.
I
was
would
never known
be
for my
disappointed.
I prefer not to die in the first place.
Most people prefer not to die.
I mean, yeah. All mortals don't want to die. I wouldn't be surprised that just because now that you got superpowers, you don't want to die still? Very surprising. So, she kind of makes Loki makes a shooing motion. Get to it. Got things to do, elves to smash. Come on, go.
So, just for interest's sake, one last question. Should we have any way to like contact you for when we're done, or is that handled on your end?
We will know when you are complete either way.
Okay.
And you just double checking, you are gods, yes?
Indeed.
So
We
why are
are
we dealing
gods.
with gangsters when you could do it?
It seems a little bit below their station.
He does kind of nod. They are slightly below our station. That and our hands are tied to dealing with larger problems.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, holding the fabric of reality together. It's kind of a full-time job. I don't know how he gets around doing all this other junk.
Can always find time.
What? Keep up the good work. I like the
Yep.
fabric of my reality remaining intact. Truth be told.
Like the fabric of reality being as it is now. Try and keep it that way.
Quetzalcoatl
I
does
guess
kind
turn
of
to leave.
pause for a moment. Also, something I should mention. This mission is not without a loser. You and the four that you saw are competing to see which of you gets to remain here in New York. Should you complete it slower than they do, well, you will be forced to leave this place to be relocated elsewhere to be more useful.
See.
So we're outnumbered and we must outperform.
I suspect that you will do fine.
What, you don't like a good challenge?
Is speed the
I'm up for it.
only measurement by which we will be judged?
Presumably, if we do incredibly poorly but fast, we're
Any
not going to be
percent.
judged well. Any percent speedrun, kill a single gangster. Done. 8 minutes, 52 seconds. Easy.
All right. I mean, that was easy. Why'd you guys make it such a big deal?
Yeah. They get 8 minutes 53 seconds, but they also got 2%. We get kicked out.
Yep. So at that point, they basically go back
Yeah.
to ignoring you, and you guys are told to leave, as you have
Well.
things to do.
If it's a competition, let's go.
All right.
Fasten sword to belt. I have no idea what the laws in New York are governing carrying a sword, but I'm sure that'll be fine.
It'll
If there
probably
are no laws, you'll just get some weird looks from the locals.
Listen, ain't no law when you're on the claw.
Oh God, he's drunk.
I'm
Yep.
sure I'll be able to talk about have any issues.
So you guys make your way back outside. The other 4 people that were with you are most likely inside.
Nice,
And
we beat them.
the bowler hat man is nowhere to be seen.
Now, where was it they said? The east side?
Manhattan is what they said. You guys are currently in the east side.
Let's start hanging over there. How did you lot get here?
Point to car.
Very good.
Point to other car.
I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to have people walking.
Should we all take the same vehicle, or?
Hell no, I'm not leaving my bike here. Are you kidding me?
Fair enough.
Bike? You mean like a bicycle or a car?
No, I mean like a motorcycle. Bike.
wait, car. Not what I meant.
By bike, did you mean Did you mean fucking bicycle or car? Yes, those are the 2 options. There are no other options.
Yep.
I got this sick new tech, right? It's like a bicycle, but it pedals itself with an engine.
My God.
It's the hottest tech around. Yeah, I'm gonna start hanging over there. The bike.
Maybe deciding to play D&D directly after work wasn't such a good idea.
It's
No.
fine. It's funny.
We're chilling.
It's chilling, even.
So, yep. You guys get in your respective vehicles and head to Manhattan.
I ever get a weapon? I know I was looking at a gun, but
Imagine not getting a sword. Kind of cringe.
okay, hold on.
I have a sword
Come
and a
on.
knife.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
don't have my shield.
I forgot. I fuck. Hold on. I have to look up something real quick. And by no means do you actually have to hold on. So feel free to continue while I look up on something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I should have brought a shield to that meeting. Would have been very funny.
Big bunch.
Do the 2 of you that don't have weaponry want to stop and pick up weaponry?
Well, I planned on either having a gun or a knife. I just never wrote it down because I kept on switching between marksmanship and brawl. But now that I know that I have brawl, I'm gonna go grab a.
You mean melee, right? Because the knife will not
Yeah.
help you with brawl.
Oh.
Brawl is
Brawl is
fisticuffs.
just barefisted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Fucking
we're
throwing
not-
punches.
We're not.
Which is
grabbing
what I
brawl.
also have.
I've got brawl and melee, but my melee is way higher than my brawl.
Mhm.
My
I
brawl's
have
3.
no marksmanship.
It's not bad.
Imagine not having 5.
My brawl is 5.
Hog.
However, my actual combat attributes are minorly pitiful.
Likewise.
I'm rolling a solid 10d10 every time I fucking swing at someone.
Well,
I guess
I'm glad one of
rolling
us.
D10, but would you roll for damage exactly?
It's
Depends
strength
on the
plus-
weapon.
That's true.
So
Right, my fist.
it will
Edward
probably
Joe Guffin's
just
fist.
the standard fist, so unarmed light, which is I guess jabs and the like,
Mhm.
is a just strength, like flat strength,
Well, it's 1 plus strength.
plus 0 for the book I have.
Well, yeah, it's plus 0, but whenever you hit, you automatically do 1 plus your strength.
Yeah.
So
And are there ways to
yeah,
enhance
that's a
your
plus 0
brawl,
bludgeoning. That kind
like
of fucking sucks.
brass
Yeah,
knuckles?
you can punch with heavy attacks.
Yeah.
And then it's plus 4 basically.
Mhm.
It is of course harder to hit with those big haymakers, but they do hurt a lot more.
Full on fucking kicks.
Well, I don't think like Matthew wouldn't own a gun, and like he can't just go buy one instantaneously.
Not from an actual shop, no.
Would you like to borrow a knife in this time of need?
I have 0 melee. No, I'll just use my
Okay.
fist.
And
I'll buy a shield.
From
Where are you buying a shield?
yeah, where?
Alright, never mind. I will
What type
buy a
of shield are you
from a
buying,
trash
and where
bin.
from?
will-
Because I can go back and get my Viking shield. But I don't think
go
that's
to
gonna
the
help much in
workshop.
this case.
I will take a trash lid and I will nail a handle to the inside. Now there's a
Hey, you know
handle
what?
on the outside and the inside.
Uh,
That's pretty big.
It's funny. I am gonna get my fucking shield.
You have a much better looking shield than me.
Maybe I like an actual fucking crafted one.
I mean, mine's craft.
Well, yeah, yours is crafted, I guess, by definition.
Can one purchase a bulletproof vest?
I think you can just buy a bulletproof
Yeah,
vest.
there's no like, there's not like a hold on them or anything. The bigger problem's gonna be finding somewhere that has them, because normally, like for the better shit, you have to actually order it.
Yeah.
Like you're probably not gonna be able to find fucking 4A just in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also probably not gonna be getting shot at with a fucking 50 BMG, so you're probably fine.
We'll take what we can get. I mean, we're mostly like these gangsters. They probably just got handguns or something.
Yeah, for that all you need is 3. 3 goes up to 357, I believe. Or was it 44? And 3A is goes to 308.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'll buy that if I can.
Yeah, you're able to go somewhere and buy that
Yeah,
on your way.
I think I will get the same. I might be good in a sword fight. That does not stop me from getting shot in the chest, though.
Indeed. So, yeah, if you guys have no criminal connections or anything, then you won't be able to just buy a gun. That takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I could steal a gun.
Imagine.
Well, what if my three in politics is corrupt politics?
I could
Hmm?
probably
Just walk in.
What?
Sure, if you want to try and go into a place and attempt to just grab the gun. So, are you guys going to try and stop and harangue a gun out of a store owner?
I have no. I think this is fucking stupid.
No.
I'm not allowed to use a gun. Though
Yeah,
I'm
what's-
sure they are effective.
What skill even is a gun?
Marksmanship.
I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Marksmanship. Yeah. Along with bows, darts, and all the other ranged stuff.
I assume
Although darts are
most
probably
of the
thrown.
darts are thrown, right?
Yeah. I would assume the same. So
Unless it's shot out of a. It's like a blow dart.
So, are you guys stopping for anything other than the bulletproof vest for Matthew?
I don't know what else I would buy or get.
I also don't know. Truth be told.
Yeah, I'm honest. I don't think I need to go home and get my Viking round shield. I don't think that's going to help me much here.
It was good. If it was good for the Vikings, it's good for you, damn it.
Bro, I'll go home and get it. If it's good for the Vikings, it's good for me. If they can make do, then I will as well.
All right.
Viking round shield, bulletproof vest, and fucking Spatha. That's
That's
all
all
it
we
takes,
need.
baby. That's the tech.
I have a book.
Just in a trash.
Mhm. Yes, you
You
have a
could probably
book.
use the trash lid for a tag. It'll probably work better. Make 2 trash lids.
Will that apply brawl? Because
Uh,
if it doesn't apply brawl, it's almost certain it might
Bro's
damage.
probably like improvised weapon. Right?
Hmm. I can see it, but I don't know.
Yeah, look up what specifically brawl is it for.
Yeah. Because I would guess that it might just be for being a punch.
Brawl.
Yeah,
All
characters
types of
use
hand-to-hand
brawl when
combat.
they. Yeah, so it's only without weapons. So you can do a punch. So trash can lids would technically count as weapons.
Yep.
Huge.
So, yep. You guys eventually make your way to Manhattan. Unfortunately, you weren't really given much of a, hey, you should go to this place in particular, just kind of the general neighborhood.
Mhm.
Yeah, what do I know about this gang from my news watching?
You know that they are, well, mostly
shoot
in
for the hit.
conflict with another gang. But of course, they have brought other people in. They are fairly new as far as the news understands it. So fairly new to the news is like they arrived last week and they've been here for 4 years and no one's cared. So they apparently have been causing enough of a ruckus in this area. You do remember there are a couple of streets that they tend to be kind of hanging around on, so you can head over in that direction. Like, kind of that's the area where the news is like, hey, there's an ongoing gang war. You should probably not go to street A, B, or C.
Ongoing gang war. Oh boy.
I guess it's not ongoing gang war, but possible gang activity. So
All rules of warfare prepare to be ignored.
Sounds like the direction we want to go.
Yeah.
Can I just. These character sheets are so weird.
I know.
Oh yeah.
And by weird, I mean bad.
Yes. In some ways, I kind of think it might just be better to open them up as all and then just scroll up and down.
I fucking
Oh,
hate
that's
how
what
much
I have.
wasted space there is.
I
Yeah,
don't even
it is
mean
awful.
mechanically. I just mean like aesthetically. Like this
Yeah.
black border with the flames. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
I don't actually remember if
Like
this
that-
is just a version. Yeah, no, it is not a version of the actual character sheet.
I
The actual
actually,
character sheet looks better.
I'm
not
looking at
much
the
better,
amount of
but-
wasted space and just getting tilted. I'm tilting myself right now. It's like, yeah, I'm just scrolling through a fucking blank abyss of worthlessness. Thank you. Thank you for fucking including this right here. It was definitely needed, you piece of shit.
It's
I don't
awful.
know if it's my screen width or something, but I'm not having this problem.
Well, you guys head over to that street. And you do see a couple of rough folks hanging out in front of a drugstore.
Rough folks, you say?
Yeah. Guys with like biker gear on type of stuff. And at least one looking across the street that has a gun kind of sticking out of his pants in the please let me shoot myself way.
Yeah, the classic one where when they draw it, there's a 50-50 chance of them just fucking hitting themselves in a leg and killing themselves on accident.
Yes.
Funny.
So,
Idiots.
yep. Yeah, there seems to be 3 of them just kind of hanging out in front of the drugstore talking. So, what do...
Sorry, now give me a second.
Yep.
Alright. So I suppose either of you have any plans on how to do this, aside from just kick the ever-loving fuck out of them.
Do we know from the news anything about the what were they called? The flower something?
The Flower Boys. I don't know. Flower something, yeah.
The Flower Bunch is what they're called.
The flower, it's so fucking stupid. Who fucking signed off on that name? I want to know.
No, that name's so sick because like
That
when
name
you
is
get
so
when you get your
fucking
ass
bad.
kicked by the Flower Bunch, oh my god, you're never gonna live it down.
Yeah, but if you ever get your ass beat as the Flower Bunch, it's like, well, fucking, what did we expect to happen?
Yep.
It's a double-edged sword.
So,
What do we know about these people other than that they are goons?
if you're just basing it off the news, that's about it. They haven't really sent down reporters to be like, so what are your reasons for going around beating people up and murdering people? It's not something the news generally does.
So what are we meant to do? We're just
I
meant.
have a horrible, terrible idea.
The goal is to disrupt their leadership, effectively.
So in this case,
Well,
it would be best
disrupt, to kill, or set to flight is the basic deal. If
So
you're
we
able to
go
do
and
that,
kick the shit out of them, grab one, figure out where their leaders are, and then we go kick the ever-loving fuck out of their leaders.
I have an alternate idea.
Yeah?
Well, it's at least a partial alternate idea. Well, actually, do we know that these guys are actually part of the Flower Bunch?
You don't. They're in the right area, but they don't seem to have any like obvious flower markings that you can see.
Mm-hmm. They have any colors they
They're all
particularly
wearing
wear?
flower crowns.
Yeah,
but-
they all seem to be having some sort of green band wrapped somewhere.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
sounds
walk
about right.
up to one and ask, are you guys part of the Flower Bunch?
All right, so you just
Look
walk
away,
across
look
the
away.
street and just, hey, are you guys criminals? All right. One that seems to have like a big flower tattoo on his face just kind of looks around at you. Yeah? What about it?
Just wondering. I
Ah.
walk back.
He
Pulls
just kind
out
of grabs
gun.
your arm as you're turning away. Nah, I'm just wondering something myself. Me and my pals are looking to buy some stuff from this here store. You have some cash you can loan us?
What if instead of buying some stuff, I just stole you some stuff?
Why would you do that? Can I hear him?
Just follow
across the street?
over?
Just from across the street.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys, it's a pretty quiet street, so you guys can hear a conversation. Just
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
gonna
thinks
shout
about
that,
it
and I'll
for
just
a
start
minute.
walking over there.
Yeah.
They seem to take note. And he does kind of let's go with kind of a shove into the street.
Theo gets hit
Fall-
by a car.
Fall on my ass.
Ah.
And then
Well, that's
I
assault.
stand up.
That means that we are perfectly justified in what happens next, and then start murdering them.
You assaulted our friend. That means that all other laws are
Hell of a
now
drug.
void.
Ain't no law while you're on the claw. Start stabbing them.
He just kind of looks at you, Matthew. What was that?
Wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him about stealing.
Yeah, fucking came up on that one easy.
They seem to look you up and down. Hey, maybe you'd be more helpful than that guy. You have some extra cash laying around that you'd be willing to offer to the poor and unappreciated? He does seem to have to think for a few extra seconds for that last word.
What are you looking to purchase, my friend?
Oh, you know, the usual.
I can just buy it for you. I was going in there anyhow.
Kind of looks at the other two, then looks at you. Seriously, man?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Kind of thinks for a moment. Well, I mean, I guess we'd accept it.
Then what is it?
He goes and lists off like a few things. It basically all would total up to be about $100 or so. Cigarettes, alcohol, etc. Fairly usual things for people in this line of work to want.
All right. So
Kill
no
time.
no meth making ingredients.
Doesn't seem like it. At
Okay.
least not from your recollections.
Yeah,
I've
I'll
watched
go
Breaking
inside.
Bad
I'll
and
go
remember
inside the
everything.
store.
These guys do not seem to be the sort to be making the meth.
Yeah, they're more users.
Yeah. These are the muscle. They're not the anywhere near the brains of the operation.
No,
So yeah,
come on.
you walk in and are able to purchase everything without any issues. I mean, the cashier kind of looks you over, kind of gives a shifty-eyed glance out the window at the three thugs still standing outside, but apparently decides better than to say anything.
How are you on this fine evening? Well, I suppose. Yeah, nearly
It's
evening.
getting to evening now. It's like probably closer to 4 at this point, if not a little after. Well, I'd be doing better if I knew those thugs out there were off my doorstep. Stop hassling all my customers.
Well, they should be dealt with shortly.
No? They'd finally do something to get the police called on them or something?
Oh no, far
No.
worse than that. They're gonna be murdered. Want to watch? It'll be
I'm
funny.
guessing you're still outside, so
Yeah.
just following Matthew around.
We'll just make sure they have no good reason to be sticking around here.
All right, just don't get yourself hurt on my account.
Nah, I won't.
He gives you a smile and then, have a good day, etc. Retail worker, please leave greeting.
I will leave.
So you step outside.
Mhm.
They look you over, look at the bag. Well, look at the probably multiple bags.
Mhm.
Oh, that was nice.
Ah,
Just kind of reaching for it and stops.
kind of pull the bags away. If you want these, then I suggest you leave this premise.
He does have a very, well, a look of rage start to come over him. Who are you to tell me where I can go?
You guys want to go get a drink?
He just kind of throws an
I
angry
don't know
glance
what
in
our
your
fucking
direction.
plan is
Didn't I
here. I'm
just
so
buy them
fucking
alcohol?
confused. I just look
Figure out his
fucking
like,
confused.
I'm ready to rumble, and the other two are like, we are not ready to rumble. We're gonna
I
talk
don't
this
know what the
out."
plan is because it seems because I'm like, all right, well, we're not rumbling. I will be here in case a rumble happens, or if I can help out in some other way. It's like, all right, so he's trying to buy them alcohol to get them to leave. He's offering to go get them a drink somewhere. What the fuck is the plan, and how is this helping us advance?
Me and Theo did not collaborate on this, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, fucking obviously.
I just showed up. I will probably do something with these guys. Yeah. What? I don't know. Make it up as we go along.
I'm about fucking 10. If I don't hear a good fucking idea soon, I'm gonna start killing until I hear what I need to hear. How many of them are there?
3.
2, 3? 3, okay.
So,
Is there
yeah.
is there a convince? I was about to say button on my character sheet, but
Convince people button.
ability.
The closest probably.
I think it would be
Present?
dependent on what you want to try and how you want to try and convince them.
I don't know. I'm just trying to be like a charming guy.
Presence is like attempting to sway the opinion of others.
Yeah. Then that would make the most sense.
Submit.
So, you can't just say submit. It's not how that works.
What are you trying to convince them of exactly?
To go get a drink with me instead of beating up a guy.
One of your fellow Scions.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for 2 successes, they are not interested in going elsewhere to go get a drink, especially not when they're staring down someone who has it in their hands.
Is there a ready action? Can I just ready to kick the shit out of these guys?
What if
Or
you
attack
give
if they
them
attack?
the stuff and then we go get a drink elsewhere?
Okay.
That would like
Well,
kick
you'd
2
have to
birds
give
with
us the
1 rock.
stuff then first. Now, he seems to kind of be moving his hand towards his pants. Are you going to give me the stuff, or am I just going to have to take it from you? You were being so nice earlier.
Now you take this, and you go somewhere where you won't be so disturbed. Yes? Sitting in the doorway of this place, that's not... Well, that's no way to have fun. People coming and going all the time. Harassing you. When you could just be with your friends, yeah?
Thinks about it for a moment. Hand it over and we'll leave. That's really what you want. Got nothing more for this anyway. Got what we wanted.
Or was it to, like, read their intent?
Looking daggers at you, by the way.
Is integrity?
Integrity to do that, yeah.
I just look fucking confused. I don't know. I'm so confused as to what the fucking plans were here.
Just integrity?
In this case, I would assume it'd be probably integrity wits would make the most sense here. Because it's not you're trying to look at them for body language to see if they're lying or not. You're trying to like think it out to check. Does this make sense for them to just leave if I, help them out?
All right.
Is that not empathy?
Mm,
I thought empathy was like reading people's thoughts and emotions.
it might be. Let's see.
At least that's why I took it.
Empathy is, let's see.
It looks like it is too. Yeah,
Hmm.
that makes actually more sense than integrity in this case.
I roll empathy too.
Yeah. So it actually, sorry, it would be empathy in this case.
So empathy wits.
Yeah, I
just
think
empathy?
empathy wits in this case. It'd still be the case.
Okay. I have one automatic success because I have epic wits.
And that is going to be 2 more. So 3 total.
Well, that's an interesting way to do it, I suppose. That's 5 successes,
Roll
though.
something else with wits? I mean, sorry, presence? Or was it just presence?
It should have been presence in something else.
Ah.
Yeah.
I
Isn't there a way?
roll
Yeah, you
total-
Theo, if you're doing it for the abilities, whatever ability you're doing, go look beneath the dots and they should say attribute. Just change that to whatever I tell you it should be.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Although some should be automatic for some of them, because they'll be used like almost 90% of the time as X.
Gotcha.
Such as Brawl will most likely be Dex most of the time, and along with other things. But yeah, between the two of you, you're pretty sure these guys are gonna keep hanging out if you just hand them the bag with no recourse.
Don't worry, that's not me going in or something. I was just curious.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna
Testing.
come back? Fuck you!
That was a
Oh,
pretty
yeah, by
fucking
the way,
good roll,
mouse
though.
over it
Jesus
because
Christ.
it doesn't auto calc tens correctly.
That's
it's
fucking
10 for
6
1.
successes.
Yeah,
That ain't nothing to sneeze at.
which is very sad since that doesn't apply.
You should have fucking thrown the punch.
Quick, it's not too late.
So what is a success?
A success is 7
7.
to 10. A 10 counts as 2, a 1 counts as -1.
Okay.
But the system, for whatever reason, it shows a 10, but it doesn't actually auto-calc it as 2 successes.
I see. So I got 5 successes for empathy then.
Yeah. 5 successes? Oh, yeah, because you rolled them separately. Yeah. So, yeah, you definitely know that they're not going to just bugger off.
Why we should have just given them the stuff without fighting them on it and went for a drink with them.
They're not gonna go for a drink when they have their drinks.
Nope.
Or at least go somewhere to drink other than just outside this store.
So, what is the plan? Because these guys are getting hostile.
Do you two appear to have, like, any plan at all? Like, at all?
Appear to?
Yeah.
Well,
How the fuck? What do you mean? Like,
Well,
that's
do you
for
look
you
like
to,
you're
that's for
thinking
you
or
to
anything?
decide.
Yeah. I mean, depending on what you look, you could just be fucking standing there slack-jawed for all I know. I hope you aren't.
Oh no, we bought things for criminals, and now the criminals want their stuff that we promised them. And they're going to continue doing what they're doing. Please help.
I'll hand them the stuff.
Alright. The guy will nod, say something under his breath, and then start kind of handing out the stuff.
What do you say?
Basically, yeah. Good, something along those
Yeah.
along those lines. or for the best, etc.
Greater good.
The now I don't have to stab you or shoot you for my stuff.
I didn't even notice there was an animal kin ability.
That's how you animals.
I may have taken animal communication, assuming that would just be like a prisons check or something.
What do you use willpower on?
For kind of a similar use of to vampire, where you can use the temporary willpower anyway to grant yourself an automatic success, so 1.
Mhm.
You can activate a virtue, which basically allows you to gain additional bonus dice to your action based on the virtue,
Sure.
to act in opposition to a virtue, and to resist mind influencing powers.
Okay.
Well,
And by the way, if you run out of willpower, temporary willpower anyway, you cannot act against your virtues rated 3 or higher, or fail to act if your virtue demands it.
Mm.
I automatically become vengeful bitch mode.
Yeah. Basically, you're so mentally tired that you're just like, well, I don't know how to act right now because I'm freaking exhausted. So I'm just going to stick with the what does my god want me to do thing. Oh, murder things? Good.
Not sure how to act in this situation. Oh, that person just hit me. All right, they're dead.
Yep.
I've figured
Bye.
out how to act.
So, yep,
Yeah.
they take the bag and kind of shuffle like 20 feet down the street, just hang at one of the corners, start to drink and smoke,
What was the plan there?
eat candy bars, etc.
Damn, what candy bars did they get?
I don't know. What candy bars did you buy? They
They
didn't give like
request any
specific
ones.
No, they didn't ask for specific ones. So
I
it's
get them all
whatever
fucking
they
almond
got.
joys, the worst candy bar.
What? I like almond joys.
Almond joys fucking suck.
You're a fucking hater. What the hell?
You're a fucking idiot.
Although mounds are better. But
Yeah.
that's
That's it. I fucking stabbed this bitch.
So
we all know Snickers are the worst.
I think they're the worst. I'm not gonna say they're like great though.
yeah, Snickers are kind of the okayest candy bar.
They're there.
Yeah. So yeah,
Share a drink with.
you bought $100 worth of stuff for a trio of gangsters.
Huge.
So what was the plan?
Success.
My initial plan was just to figure out if they were part of the Flower Gang, and honestly, they just said yes. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna say no.
That man had a tattoo of a flower on his face. On his fucking face.
Well, I mean, who knows, really?
Yeah.
It could just be unrelated.
At some
His
point,
daughter
you
might
have
run a
to,
freaking tattoo.
you have to make
place.
a logic-based assumption.
I didn't listen to their descriptions, so that one.
You guys couldn't have seen that across the street.
okay.
He was facing away from you. But they didn't have any other flower paraphernalia. That was the only one.
So now, alcohol for them has been bought, amongst and many other things, and we are approximately no closer to our goal.
$100 in the hole for nothing.
That's fine. I got money.
So, do you two have any other amazing plans, or am I going to go kick the shit out of them?
Well, we need their leader, right?
Yes. I plan kicking the shit out of them to ask them where their leader is.
We could ask to join. Though I'm not sure how convincing we are.
Wait,
As
hold on a second.
Gangsters.
Was it to lie?
To lie, it is.
It's manipulation and something else, presumably.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You can't do that. What's your manipulation?
1.
Oh, yeah, no. It's I want to join the. I want to join the gang to get the. I mean, to join the gang.
Yeah, I
I
have
want
5
to
charisma,
break
but
up.
1
I mean,
manipulation.
join the game.
I want to. I mean, join the gang.
I mean,
Hmm.
I could try joining.
I don't know what would be the lie skill. Because it doesn't look like presence doesn't do it. Empathy doesn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it might be larceny, but larceny is like the physical aspects of
Like
that.
breaking in.
Yeah.
It's definitely not integrity.
No.
I mean, depending on what your moral compass is and how bad it is.
Maybe it's a craft skill.
Craft a lie.
Craft skill. You
Yeah,
craft
you gotta craft a
lies.
good lie.
What? What is command?
Man's like being a
Exactly what it.
leader.
Yeah, it's leadership. Do they seriously not have like how do you lie? What the hell? Why don't they have a skill for lying? That's bizarre.
Damn, I don't have the one knack for talking to people.
Which one? There are quite a few.
The one that like lets you basically win them over really easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got one that would be very useful if you want to lie, which is I literally just say, "Hey, I want to join. Swear on me, mom," and they go, "Damn, that bitch just swear on their mom."
What is the knack exactly? Swear on me,
God's
mom?
honest. When you try and convince someone of something, you put your hand on your heart. Blah blah. When he does this, your would-be mark accepts that the sign is telling the truth about the subject at hand. No questions asked.
Got everything.
Only solid, incontrovertible proof showing that what they said is undeniably false will convince the mark that they're fooled or that they've been fooled. Even then, they'll probably have to convince the mark that they were in fact or that it isn't forged.
All right, I could also use my judgment boon and threaten to take them to court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I can use my boon to tell if they say yes but are actually lying.
Woo, baby.
All right, let's see. I'm just trying to look to see if there's anything in the manipulation thing for their like, hey, if you want to be a lie, what do you use for lying?
I do want
You
to
got to
be
make
a
a
lie.
new skill. Lie.
What is control? That's like driving, right?
Yeah, control is like driving.
And be honest, I did not realize it was driving when I first got it, but it works anyway, so I
Yep.
kept it.
I love how they go and they're just like, hey, if you want to be a lie, then you need to use manipulation. But there's no flicking
Yes.
skill for it.
If you would like to lie, use manipulation. Yes. And what else? Yes. Yes.
You know what? I guess it depends on how you're going to lie, is what we're going to say. If you're going to try and get someone to like, well, emotionally try and convince them of something, empathy is going to be what we're using. And if you're trying to do it via logic, then I don't freaking know. We'll do presence. How about?
Sure. I'm here to rage against the machine.
I don't know why they don't have a skill for lying. That seems like a massive oversight.
Yeah. Probably because it is.
I am here. I would like to fight the power, as they say.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's easy enough to get a lot of the manipulation next to just be, I can lie.
All right, Mr. Loki, go join the gang.
All right.
It's Loki.
That was Chase, not Matthew.
Yep. So, yeah.
Wonder.
Are we going to go attempt to talk again, Theo?
Yes. Just give me half a second.
Mm.
Did I forget these guys' names, by the way?
What names for these guys?
Not the gangsters, like the people I'm traveling with. Do I know Sigrun's name and Sigrun?
I
Yeah.
would assume you guys have probably introduced yourself at this point.
Yeah.
At least I would hope so.
I would
Because I
have
have a weird
everything
feeling
else.
yelling "Son of Loki" all of a sudden in the middle of the street is going to get really awkward.
So,
Well, Sigrun, we need.
childhood nickname you got there, buddy.
Well, we need some way to look inconspicuous, don't we?
What?
Or do we just stand here and watch?
What do you mean we require some way to be inconspicuous? Do you have a recommendation?
That's why I was asking you. Wouldn't exactly be. Well, I don't find it so convincing to just go sit in my car. Could go back in the store, but it's a bit out of the way if he does need help.
Are we actually going with the him joining the gang plan?
Well, seems a good path to the leadership.
You successfully do that, Edward.
Good luck. I'd like to offer my deepest apologies for the behavior of my rather incompetent comrade. What we were hoping to do.
I mean, this is only like 20 feet down the street, so you can definitely still be hurt. But regardless, yeah, he just kind of looks you over, takes another pull from his cigarette. Hey, it's not bad. He was able to get us some stuff. It just required a little convincing.
Are they drunk already? What?
Listen, he's
Yes.
slamming it.
He works fast. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, they
Listen-
did have some time while you guys were discussing the plan.
Yeah.
He goes through his system real fast.
Yeah.
Thing is, when
Look,
I
you might look like a
approached
gangster,
you-
but this guy's a teetotaler. One sip and he's already going.
Massive bitch.
my true intentions were to join the prestigious Flower Bunch.
Oh yeah? What do you look like again, Theo? Just as a reminder.
That picture, but maybe not as blue and with like normal clothes on.
The prestigious Flower Bunch. Yeah, I'm sure that'll get you right in.
I don't know. You're kind of scrawny, aren't you? You're in fact not all that scrawny, but your clothes don't help you on that one.
As we all know, you need to be buff.
Yes. But my capabilities as a thief are phenomenal.
Oh. You're a burglar then.
One of those warty types to boot.
No, I mean, boss might have use for you. And just kind of discuss it between each other for a minute. I mean, we can't give you an in. At least can't, just put you in, but we can at least show you to one of our leaders.
That would be greatly appreciated.
They all go and all start discussing who is going to have to leave this area to show you to that person. Until eventually it comes down
Whoever
to
does
a.
it will get a sizable tip.
They're
And
about
then
to
it's our
play
argument
rock
as to
paper
who
scissors,
gets
just
to
kind
do
of
it.
yeah, just kind of for fun to see who gets the freaking unlucky thing. Until you say that, and all of a sudden they become a little more serious about who actually gets to do it, as it goes from a job that no one really wants to do to a job everyone really wants to do.
It goes from who has to who gets to.
Yeah. And it almost comes down to knives before the guy who has been kind of talking for the group just kind of asserts control and decides he's going to do it, leaving the other two.
Well, that seems like cheating.
It's because it is. AKA asserts control by pulling out his handgun and going, I'm doing it or else you guys get shot. But either way, it works.
I like these guys.
So he waits for you to follow, leaves the other two to sit there and continue doing what they've been doing, glowering at him now at this point as well. And he brings you around to a motorcycle so he can drive you to the place.
I guess I'll look at my friends and thumbs up.
Well,
This is going great.
I guess we should follow him.
Mhm.
Very inconspicuously.
How does one do this inconspicuously?
I was kidding.
I did when I was, at least I think I did include you guys when I said we were hoping to join.
You did say we, but like,
He does not seem to have caught on to the we and seems to assume that it's just you, and he just misheard from the looks of things.
That's
As he did
fine.
not introduce. It wasn't like, yeah, let's just bring the other two people. No, he's only bringing you.
Okay.
That's fine. We can follow.
So,
yeah, I don't think all four of us would fit on the motorcycle anyways.
no, it would be a very tight fit.
That's why we got 2 motorcycles. Easy.
True.
Someone has to sit in the sidecar, and someone has to sit in the lap of the person.
Dude,
on the
I'm not leaving my nice car here.
It's gonna get fucking jacked, dude.
Just
It's
come
already
back.
been jacked.
You turn around, you've been away from it for 5 minutes, the wheels are already gone.
You just cut to like the wheels are gone, the engine's gone, the doors are gone. It's just an empty husk.
They do it all in 5 minutes. Pit crews, man.
Loki just looks like, good god. I cannot do that.
So, yep. He places you on the back of the motorcycle without a helmet, of course, and drives off. Well, he has a helmet, but doesn't have an extra one, so.
He picks you up, puts you on the motorcycle.
Yep.
Stay.
Pulls out the weld tool from Gary's mod. Cling.
Now welded to the motorcycle. You cannot move.
Start fucking spazzing as god damn it. Unwelds everything. Tries again.
Unwelds everything, the motorcycle falls apart.
Yeah. Hits the undo button a couple times, motorcycle just disappears. God damn it.
So, yep. He drives off. You guys get back into your car or motorcycle and follow.
Mhm.
Your car was never seen again. Edward.
My car was a piece of crap. I guarantee it.
If it is a piece of crap, then no one touches it because it's a piece of junk. Even the people aren't willing to freaking pull all the parts off because the parts aren't worth pulling
Yeah,
off.
they go, it's like, this thing is 30% rust by weight and volume. I'm done. I'm not doing this shit.
There'll be more time to pull everything off and clean it before putting it to sell it than it is actually worth. But yep.
Onwards.
So you guys run through the streets for a bit and make it to a, well, tiny, like, hole in the wall bar. And that is where he stops and gets off. He just kind of has the flashing neon sign of the Clover. And another of these guys is standing outside. This guy actually has a jacket with a little flower pinned onto the, like, kind of one of its pockets.
Wave.
He looks you over, but your guy vouches for you. Says you want to join up as one of the steely types. He seems to vaguely understand, and at least enough to wave you in. What are the other two of you doing? Because he does not vouch for you guys as he walks in already.
Well, let's see what I have to get me through this.
I'll just thumbs up and walk in.
Worthless.
Good luck, guys. I'm in.
Fucking hate Loki now. What the fuck?
He is Edward. He's not Loki.
Yeah. And
I keep on referring to myself as Loki, and everyone else does so.
As their gods.
Yeah, just call me Quetzalcoatl.
Rolls right
Just
off
call
the
me,
tongue.
vengeful bitch.
Much easier than Matthew. It's not nearly double the freaking length.
It does roll right off the tongue. I love that name.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Quetzalcoatl. That's so sick.
So, yep. What are the other two of you doing while they entered the bar?
I'm getting out of my car.
Yep.
Look to Sigrun.
Hey, this was your guys' plan, not mine.
I don't think there should not be an S at the end of that one.
I wasn't allowed to kick the shit out of him. That means this isn't my plan, which means it isn't my problem.
Yep.
I can try and lie our way in,
Well,
but
I
if that
certainly
doesn't
can't.
work,
I certainly can't. But
Who's
if we're
your
doing that,
other-
we should hurry. If we're just taking our time deliberating,
all right,
well, it's not going to look like we're with him as much.
get off the bike. Yep. Walk up.
He looks you over. Seems to kind of wait for you guys to explain yourselves before
We are,
giving the "you're not allowed to come in" speech that you're kind of waiting for.
We're here to attempt to join the. I keep forgetting what the fuck. I keep on saying the flower patch.
Flower bunch.
The flower bunch.
Well, I have to go talk to one of them recruiters then.
Hmm. We're already here, so no, we could just, skip that portion.
And scratches at his neck. I mean, not supposed to, but if you got some way of making me look around a different way and you guys just slip in and just kind of, trails off.
Yeah, actually, I think that I saw someone heading that way. I think they might be trying to break in through the back. That might be something to check out. And I will fucking pay him off with like, I don't know, we'll go like $200.
He looks at the money. Just nods. I think I heard some glass breaking. I'll have to go check it out. You guys stay here. He just kind of winks and then walks around. Starts walking around the building.
Go in. I will look towards fucking my compatriot and tell him that he owes me money, and then enter.
That was your bill, not mine.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Shrug and follow.
Inside, Edward, you've already kind of walked almost all the way across the room. It's not a very, like, this building is more long than it is wide. It's a little hole in the wall place, so the bar takes up almost half the building. And you're headed towards one of the doors in the back, it looks like. The bar itself is, I mean, it's not exactly hopping, but there's a good number of people in here that all seem to be either members or, like, kind of connected people. The girlfriend-esque people of, well, the gang. Girlfriend putting it nicely and not what they actually are.
Gotcha.
And then the bartender.
The bartender doing. Actually, you know what? I know what the bartender is doing. I don't know. Why
Tending
that
bar.
question.
Or rather, she is tending bar. What the bartender do? Yep. So, you walk to the back door, and he swings it open. It is marked as out of order, and kind of like the sign swings out of the way, and you see bathroom. However, on the other side of the door, rather than being an out of order bathroom, it leads into a back room instead. The most clever of traps. They'll never think to look in the building.
How could
The
They'll
only
never
other
have to
door
go
is
to the
back.
bathroom.
No one will ever come in here.
Fooled me.
There is another door, but it seems to lead to the kitchen. You can see kind of through the little glass pane set into the center of it. So, if you guys kind of move, you can catch up to Edward before they kind of keep moving onward.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys get some looks, but no one seems to care. You were let in, so
Mm.
you're supposed to be here, is the most likely thoughts that's going through people's heads.
Yep, we're
The-
definitely supposed to be here.
Yeah. The bartender does kind of have her gaze linger on you for an extra few seconds, seeming curious, but she doesn't stop you to say anything. So. You guys slip through the door and down a couple of short hallways into a back room where you can hear someone yelling through the door. And stepping through, you see
Joining?
Yes. And he opens the door.
pretty much. So, yeah. The door opens and at least Edward is shoved in. He seems kind of surprised that the other two of you are there, but I mean, he holds the door for you.
Thank you.
So, inside, you see a bald man with tattoos, like covering basically the entirety of his head, minus his like mouth. He has an open jacket, and he seems to be yelling into a phone. But as you guys step in, he's kind of stops, screams, "Who the hell are you?" and then slams the phone back onto its holder. Like it's not an old rotary phone level, but it is still like
Mhm.
home phone level. It's got a cord. In 2010, those things were like on the way out.
We're
I mean,
here to
since
join.
earlier. Now, is that right? He just kind of looks out the door at the guy still holding the door open.
Yes.
So, Why do you want to join the Flower Bunches? As I do have many other things to do than helping newbies get into our ranks. It's what we got recruiters for. Kind of squints at you. Aren't you all a little old?
How old does everyone in here
Hard
look?
times.
Like,
I
how
mean,
old
this
does
guy
this guy
looks
look?
like he's like 40.
I will say
Most
nothing
of the
and
other
raise an
gangsters
eyebrow.
are like 20, maybe. Like the guy who walked in, like watch you guys over here, is maybe 30 at the least. It's hard to tell because he's kind of old, like kind of roughed at this point. So
Not even late 20s. What the fuck?
yeah.
Well, I gave my answer.
I'm as spry as ever.
I'm not very old. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Fuck. The hell?
You fucking what, mate?
Fucking idiot.
Kinda- yeah. Rubs his chin, looks at you, Sigrun. I mean, I could do things with you. It looks at the other two of you. Why the hell do you want to join a gang? You, he points at you, Matthew. You look like you're some office type. And you, Edward, I don't know, maybe you could join as a pickpocket or something.
That is exactly why I would like to join. You've hit the nail on the head. my
This guy is
friend.
very obviously like a leader of the gang, correct?
He is leadership of some form, yeah.
He has a level of leadership.
Yeah. You don't know how high this guy is since he was probably talking to someone higher than him. Maybe. It's hard to
Mhm.
tell. Yeah. This guy would be like captain level, I guess. You're looking for someone a little higher.
Yeah.
Because especially since the gods were like, yeah, the gangs are probably being led by magic-y stuff. This guy does not look magic-y.
Mhm.
He looks normal.
When do you get legend back?
When you roll stunt, and I think there's a couple of other ways.
The hell is stunt?
When you roll really, really well on a check.
Fog.
How well is really well?
Depends on the check. You need to basically beat it by a certain number of dice. I think the certain number is 1, and then it goes up to 3.
Mm.
And it allows you to do extra stuff. Yeah, regaining legend. You perform a stunt. You set a virtuous example. It's basically do an action of significant action that is dictated by a virtue. And when you begin a new story, you regain all of your legend points.
Yeah, checks out. All right.
So, yep. So, you got names, or are you just gonna be thug cut person? And just kind of stares at you, Matthew. Bookie, I guess.
I'm a man of many talents.
No.
Sigrun.
He just kind of nods at your name.
Edward.
He mostly ignores you, Edward.
I'm Matthew.
All right, Matthew, what are your many talents?
Well, I'm a medical expert, practically. Well, not even practically, I am a medical expert, capable of many surgeries, stitching ups, from the basic to the most advanced. I've studied my fair share in law to help you and your men getting out of any sort of trouble with them that you could fall into. Good in the court. I can fight. If it comes to it, I prefer not to get my hands so dirty, but I certainly can.
Oh, so you're one of them brainiac types. All right. Well, I don't have any use for you. My bosses may, though. I've been dealing with some lawyer shit. It's someone else. Apparently, they're trying to buy out some land and, run into issues. I don't know.
Land can get messy, but that should be within my realm of possibilities.
Well, I have my own way of taking land, but they want their way. Have to be nice and clean.
May not be terribly relevant, but I do have some experience with both land and the people who own it. Spent some time as a construction manager.
Well, management experience can help you here. At least once you get a few marks under your belt. But for right now, you're grunts. They're going to follow that guy. Do whatever he tells you to do. Gangster just nods.
Well, that guy, what are we doing?
This seems like a long and indirect, well, direct, but very long path to get to what we need to do. I don't think we're going to be staying in New York, gentlemen.
Yep. So for now, he basically tells you to get out of his office. You guys are ferried back out into at least the bar, and the guy who apparently is now your new boss tells you that he doesn't have anything for you right now. Introduces himself at least as James, but tells you to come back tomorrow to this location at around 6
AM or PM?
Yeah.
Early morning crimes. Woo!
I really wanted to ask if there were any convenience stores we should go sit in front of, but I don't think that would go over very well.
That's it. You're out of the gang.
Yeah, he doesn't really like you already. It'd be a good way to get things really rolling in here. Get yourself thrown out immediately upon joining. So, yep. You guys are apparently allowed to head home for the day.
Not to press the matter too much, but is there any local enemies you have?
Yeah. His forehead narrows. Forehead narrows.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Nice.
His forehead furrows, and he starts to kind of glare. And he growls out, "Yeah, got those bastards, the wise fools that we're trying to kick out."
Is that their name?
Yeah,
What was it?
wise fools.
Okay.
And where are they located? I'm just looking to get a head start on doing things.
He just kind of nods and pats you on the back fairly heavily. I like that go-getter at something, but
Attitude.
we'll come and get Yeah, that's the word. We'll do that tomorrow. You'll get all the things you want.
Very well. Very well.
So,
I
yep.
will depart and wait outside for my comrade.
Guys are able to walk out of the bar and back to the cars.
At this part where I will say, I don't
Red
think this is
car.
going to be very fast, and I think you should prepare to leave New York.
Time to get my affairs in order so I can leave.
I don't got many affairs to get in order, but I don't know how you guys.
There's still a night ahead of us. We don't have to wait till tomorrow.
I don't think we can wait until tomorrow, yeah.
So what's the new plan?
Well, for one thing, we know where their a captain is who might know someone higher up if we were to isolate them. If we wanted to resort to such brutish means.
Mm.
Could also perhaps follow them. Maybe they reside somewhere important, though somehow I have a feeling that the leadership doesn't barracks themselves together, but that would be really convenient.
All hang out in the same exact house. Very convenient. Perfect for firebombing.
Yes! I knew I brought the firebombs for something.
Perhaps with a little bit of alcohol and prostitutes and money, we could convince them to give us the information without beating him up.
Perhaps. Depends. Yeah, depends how much he likes those things, I suppose.
Well, probably likes at least one of the three. Which one? I don't know. Give him all three, I'm sure. Probably not like anti-money.
Seems unlikely.
So it's about 6 now. Sun is very nearly down.
Well, missed my taekwondo lesson.
Firebombs, we could firebomb this place and then hopefully he runs out and we can isolate him. I don't know. That might have some collateral damage though.
Okay.
I'm not
Let's
huge
make
on
it simple. Do we want bloodshed or do we not?
I don't.
I'd rather not.
Sigrid lowers her hand slightly.
I was just gonna see what they said because I already figured.
I brought a sword and everything.
Oh, it's fine. I believe that there will be bloodshed in the end.
There will be.
I have no compunctions about that thought. Blood will be shed, whether or not they like it.
And we need their leadership to be disbanded effectively. Away from here.
I was a little confused on exactly what they wanted us to do with the leadership.
They want them
Mostly I was
removed.
confused because I don't remember what they said exactly.
Yeah, they want them removed, basically. Whether that is physically from the location or they're from an existence, they don't really care.
Well,
Well, if we don't want to kill them, we need to give them a reason to leave.
perhaps if we could record or gather some incriminating evidence, we could have
We
them
don't necessarily
arrested.
need evidence. They just have to believe we have evidence.
Who? The cops?
Oh no, I assume that we were blackmailing this man.
Oh. Oh, I was more thinking about the general leadership, the
Mhm.
upper class of the flower bunch. This man is probably quite vulnerable.
Oh, we could.
Seems like a loud, angry person, so.
Collecting evidence also seems slow. We could
Just gotta
simply
take
fabricate it.
Take a bit of time to build a case, I think. Do you know how to fabricate evidence?
I don't. Well, I do vaguely. I don't have experience with doing it. Though Edward may have more talents of that sort, and my law expertise could simply loan itself to it. Prefer not to lie, but, well, in this situation it may serve well for a good cause.
I'm afraid I'm absolutely useless at fabricating evidence. I mostly just tell people that they're wrong and hope that works.
What exactly does that mean?
Well, if someone comes to you saying that you don't have the deed for this place, and you tell them that they're wrong enough times and they don't bother bringing it up with anyone else, that seems fine.
I see.
So, I have a captain, we have a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably this captain goes to sleep somewhere.
That's a safe assumption, yes.
I think there's a back entrance to this place?
Presumably.
It's a decent chance.
I mean, yeah, you guys haven't like walked around to look, but it would make sense that there would be one.
Perhaps we should really quickly go and buy some short-range radios. And then chill out by the exits.
Didn't you say it was 2010?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we have phones?
Yeah.
Oh.
Most likely, you guys all have phones.
I could just give you my number.
Sure, that works too. So I will say a radio can be a little bit quicker than a phone. In a
That's
matter
fair.
like this, where
Everyone's
might-
like, I want to really use walkie-talkies, guys. Please.
Please.
It's entirely up to you guys. It's a matter of 2 seconds.
No, if I can't have fun, then you can't. I'm not gonna be murdering anyone tonight. You don't get to use a walkie-talkie.
Well, don't get so ahead of yourself, but the night is still young.
True.
But it doesn't... not sure. Murder seems a bit much.
Is it really murder if they deserve it?
Yes.
All right, let me rephrase that then. The removal of people who do not deserve to be alive. Also, to be fair, I expect that we will probably be attacked because we keep coming up with terrible. Well, I say we keep coming up with terrible plans. Terrible plans keep becoming the order of the day, and I imagine that this is going to stop working out for us rather quickly.
Well, I don't see you contributing any, so...
That's because I am not good with planning. I'm more of the physical type, not the talk type.
Well, then you'll be there when we need it. Which you're right, we probably will.
Well, I'm gonna go look for some back entrances. I'm gonna attempt to surreptitiously wander around the... Surreptitiously? Is surreptitiously, like, not noticeably, or surreptitiously, like, trying to be noticed? I think it's...
You're being inconspicuous.
Surreptitiously, in a way that attempts to avoid
Yeah,
notice
secretive.
or attention.
Huge
Surreptitiously.
vocab.
Big, massive, even.
I said some word like apocalypse or something at work, and the supervisor said, "Well, I know you went to preschool," and I was like, "What?"
Damn, thanks, man.
Man.
High
Moving up in the
praise.
world. Apocalypse in preschool.
It wasn't a.
You went to a fucking wild preschool.
It wasn't apocalypse, but it was some, like, equivalent word of, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, not something I consider high on the vocab tier list, but so, surreptitiously around the building I go. Do I need to roll stealth for surreptition?
I mean, no. No one's paying all that close attention, so I'm not going to have you roll for it.
How many back entrances are there?
It seems there are one. It's fire door. It does look like a pretty rough-looking fire door, but it is a fire door.
Back to my comrades. Well, if we want to watch the entrances, there's one fire door which I'm happy to hide nearby, and while there's obviously, I'll look at the front door.
Hello, Ham.
Hello, Ham.
Hi.
An unexpected journey.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to say something like an unexpected guest or something, but I could only think of the word journey.
Oh.
So, you want to just hang out and watch for the captain? and then see if we can follow him somewhere that isn't swarming with goons.
What?
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Oh.
Ham approves.
I thought this was gaming Grotto moves.
Him has just realized where he is.
Yeah. Whoops.
Him's like, damn, what game they playing?
I was really confused. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, my bad. I'll mute. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, this is going wonderfully for them.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see some experts at work here.
Such a great series of events.
If I can
We know how to be demigods.
You guys aren't even demigods yet.
We know how to be little baby demigods.
True legend.
Yep. So,
Not one. Sorry. Go on.
you guys are getting set up to watch this place.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can kind of chill at a fairly large distance because I can see in the dark.
Woo.
The sun eventually vanishes, of course, at around like 6:30 or so. And you guys are cast, at least it's mostly into the dark. The neon and the lights from inside the bar and other nearby buildings cast at least a little bit of a glow out into the parking lot, but it's still pretty dark. And then time starts passing. And 2 hours in, he has not come out yet. More people do show up. And some people leave, but you guys don't spot him.
Send a group text message. Hey, you guys, Okay, well.
Want to play I Spy?
Do you guys think this guy goes to bed at night? This is perhaps a night owl.
Well, I think most operations for something like this would take place at night. So perhaps not. Or maybe he just sleeps inside of here somewhere.
I mean, it's only 8 now. 8:30.
Mhm.
Still fairly early.
This is a city, right? This is like a multi-story building, right?
Yeah.
So it's possible that there's like apartments above that they use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you didn't see any staircases leading upward in that, but it's probably like set into another building or into one of the alleyways nearby. Or maybe in the back. But you didn't see anything back there either. But yeah,
Or,
9 comes and goes, and 10, and 11. And finally, at the witching hour, the lights shut off inside.
This is so fucked. We're so fucked.
At least these thugs, you know,
They have a strict bedtime.
yeah,
Yeah.
shut down the bar shuts down at 12, guys. Everybody out.
So, what's the plan now?
Well,
Were a lot of people leaving
Yeah, people
before
were
the lights
leaving.
shut off?
It looked pretty almost empty when they shut the lights off.
does this building have one of those like fire escapes up the side?
It does.
2 lakeside fire escapes. I also have to use the bathroom. You guys Can play with those thoughts.
He's our breaker and enterer. What does he want?
Specifically the fire escape one.
I hate this team.
He's the man for this job. I'm waiting for him.
You guys think about what's going on. Wait a minute. That's your job. You're the muscle and thinky side of this team. Well, something does happen besides the lights turning off, but unfortunately it happens on the back side of the building, so I need
How convenient. I'm gonna go get water real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fucking hate this team.
You know, I hovered over Canada and saw that there's people in here, and yo, I haven't seen those people in days. And I just clicked.
Mhm.
Wow. I was very confused.
Just
And then
think about it.
I read which one I was in, and I'm like, oh wait, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
They're probably doing something. And then I looked at the date, and it really made sense because it's close to the end of the month.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So stuff's happened
Oh?
in the back.
Yeah.
Someone opens the fire door and walks out.
What do they look like?
They look like a bald man with a coat.
Text message. Hey guys, are we looking for a bald man with a coat?
Yes.
Alright, well he just left the back.
I hate this team. Just send that over the group text and then start heading back.
Yep. He seems to be walking away from the back of the building towards the sidewalk to walk stupidly elsewhere. Back home
So
or whatever.
we were waiting for him, and what is the plan when we get to him? Just to make sure I'm getting this correct.
Probably capture.
Yeah.
Interrogate.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, get the sword for intimidation.
I already have the sword on me. I've had it this whole time.
At the ready.
I mean, typically you want to draw the sword once you're close enough to swing it, so you don't get shot first.
We wanna wait till he gets to his destination or nab him out in the street?
He may have friends at his destination.
Alright.
So,
We just,
I mean, are you guys trying to sneak up on him, or are you just jumping?
I'll at least try and sneak up on him.
All right. Well, if you're trying to sneak up, then I am going to ask you to roll stealth.
I'll stay a bit further
Dex.
behind.
Third.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try and sneak up. My stealth is 0, but I've got a high dex.
Mhm.
Actually, should I just roll dex then? Because my stealth is 0.
Yeah. Oh, if I remember correctly, not having any points in the skill does mean you can take a minus to trying to use it.
Ah,
That wouldn't make sense for stealth as much. But
I wonder
let's
if we
see.
do survival appearance. I have 2 in appearance. Oh,
It won't. Yeah, it won't. No, it lowers. Yeah, it lowers the number of successes, I think.
what's the appearance for?
I'm just trying to see if by default the character sheet includes some kind of penalty.
I would doubt it, unfortunately. That would be nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
unlike
if-
attributes, abilities in Scion are rated from 0 to 5. Players who attempt to task using an ability in which they have no dot suffer a +2 difficulty to their roll, depending on the
Woo!
complexity.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to lower it just down to 1. It's not hard to be intelligent, like be sneaky walking down the city street. So
All right. So +1 difficulty just means what? I need an extra success.
you need
basically?
an extra success.
All right. See how this goes. That's 3 successes with 1 success, so that becomes just 3 successes basically.
Yeah.
Canceling that one out.
So
Not bad on fucking 5 dice.
You guys both got 3 successes. So, well, 4 actually for you, because Edward has no
No
epic
success.
dex. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are able to get close enough that you can jump him.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing for that?
I'm gonna take out my sword and fucking just put it up against his neck and tell him not to move. I figured that will be pretty convincing.
Yeah.
I will step out beside him and say, we would like you to surrender. We mean you no harm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Man with sword up to neck.
And
Yes,
then
you mean
I'll
me no
walk up.
harm. Funny.
So I'm gonna say that is going to be a. Would it be a presence?
For me, at least, presence, charisma, and manipulation are the same.
I guess, yeah. In this case, I'm going to assume that Sigrun is leading on this one.
Sword.
Yeah. So yeah, I think presence appearance makes the most sense here.
Presence appearance.
Yeah, making
Uh-huh.
it clear.
Shoot.
But I am going to lower the difficulty because you did get the sneak attack on this guy.
Appearance.
So,
Scoot bop
where
and
this
bop.
guy is normally pretty brave. He's
God
at a
damn it.
disadvantage.
That was a fucking terrible roll.
That is a straight 0, which is a failure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you try and get the sword up on, under his chin, and unfortunately, he does hear something a moment before. Probably Edward kind of talking a moment before you were ready, and so he is able to swing out from that, and therefore is not, well, not quite in such a bad shape. And so he is going to attempt to fight back. As he pulls a knife.
A knife versus a sword and shield. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out for you.
In a 3v1.
In a 3v1.
But it
Listen,
turns out
he's
gangsters are
brave.
not
No
the
one said he was
smartest.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I respect the tenacity, but
Yeah.
I will put you down.
Oh, wait. We would like to talk, but without anyone being put down.
Well, at this point, combat is being joined.
He's
You don't have to join it, but it is happening.
He's gonna be hard to interrogate if he's dead, Sigrid.
Because I put someone down doesn't mean they'll die. I'm just putting him on the ground. He'll
Okay,
never walk
I
again,
can,
but he won't die.
No, it's fine. I can heal him.
Oh, good. That makes this far easier for me.
Wait, I can heal him, right?
I don't know.
I
Do you
don't
have the
know.
ability to heal him? From what,
No.
sword injuries?
Can you attempt to hold back when fucking stabbing someone?
I would assume yes.
Okay.
If it's not
Right.
like a legit rule, I'm adding it because you should
You know,
be able
like
to just
go for
swing
the
flat.
like the legs and like the hands and shit to make sure they can't fight instead of like, ah yes, I will impale your heart.
I'm just gonna say that you'll be, if you want to, you can be swinging the sword as blunt damage rather than as lethal,
Mhm.
because you're kind of swinging to knock out or at least disable rather than to stab to death.
I'm trying to break his nose, not fucking cut the head off.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do they just have like a knife? Is that a weapon that NPCs have?
The closest that there's to knife that I saw was the
NPCs have
fox.
different weapons that you guys have access to, which is strange.
I'll do it.
Yeah, because they have switchblades that they can wield.
Ooh,
I
fancy.
mean, this guy is probably a little bigger than a switchblade, so
All right, I cannot heal
big a
him
knife.
other than standard doctor stuff.
Hmm.
All right, then you can stop him from bleeding death when I fucking slice off his arm. You know, tourniquets.
Well, I don't know if I have any of my like doctor's tools with me.
I don't know. Would you have brought them with you to that meeting?
I don't think so. Why the fuck?
So you probably don't have them.
All right. Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me. I don't know why the fuck I would take those to a meeting.
Yeah, actually, he's going to pull out a machete. Is what he's going to pull out.
Wow.
It's a big knife.
Now it's getting interesting.
Well, you
All
still
right.
have the shield.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Thank you,
Yep.
Vikings.
true.
All right. So,
Unfortunately, it's a round shield, which is best in a shield wall.
Yep. So you guys need to go to combat and then hit the fight button with join battle, and that should, in theory, automatically roll for us.
Fight.
Hey, it did.
Wits
good.
and awareness. Where are my wits and awareness? Just to figure out if I want to do some special shit.
Mhm.
3 and yeah, that's fine. That should be okay at least.
Yep.
Fight.
Guys, we're not ready for this.
I got an auto success. That's 2.
Same.
Let's see.
I
You might not have
assume-
rolled as well either. So
I assume the subliminal warning doesn't apply to fights we initiate.
I would assume so. Yes. Is it a? It's a knack. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think it's from. Yeah, it's a knack.
Subliminal
What
warning
kind
is
of
for
knack?
Yeah, it's
So,
for
like-
when we're ambushed, not when they're ambushed.
yeah, that adds perception, adds to your perception when trying to detect ambushes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, it is not. Does not apply here. So he also got 2.
Where does that put us?
It's you and him, or Chase and him goes the same time. It looks like. Oh no, 3 of you. So basically, it's only Edward who goes last.
Funny.
So yeah, Sigrun. Sigrun. Why the heck? I don't have Matthew up anymore. Yeah, Sigrun and Matthew and this guy all go at once, and then Edward gets to go. At least that is my understanding of it.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Yeah.
Yep, your understanding of it is mine because I'm stealing it.
I have the one thing where I could just cheat and go, I go first, but I don't know how fucking like how much I should be saving my legend points.
Okay, when all players involved in a battle have rolled their relevant characters and applied any bonus successes from epic wits, take the largest single number of successes rolled. The number sets the reaction count. First tick is on on which the participant can act is equal to the reaction count minus the total number of successes the player rolled to join battle. Person who achieved the highest number of successes, i.e. the person who set the reaction count, acts first on tick 0. This character can begin no later than tick 6, though even if that player rolls 6 fewer successes and the player set the reaction count, blah, 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 blah. So I think basically for every one, well, yeah. So I guess it basically goes back and forth between the two of you. Like you guys and this guy go at the same time on 0 and then 2, whereas Edward goes on basically 1 and then 3 and then 5. I don't know. That's how I'm assuming it is. It freaking is bizarre. I don't understand.
Do not see if I can understand this at all.
No, this system scares me.
All right. Character's tick comes up. You declare the character's action. That action is resolved. The dice may be rolled. You then check the character's speed. That value shows how many ticks later. Oh, right. This is only for the first tick, is how it works. Okay, so yeah, basically the way it's going to work is the enemy, Sigrund and Matthew are all going to go on tick 0. Edward is going to react on tick 1. So after the first round is gone, and if this guy is still standing. Then, depending on what action each character has took, so swinging a weapon, dodging, etc., then you can do other things. Like, basically, it'll move the initiative order around. It is bizarre, but I can kind of understand how it works. So. All right. So the first action that the guy is going to take is he is going to swing his machete at you, Sigmund.
Mm-hmm.
What are the two of you doing?
I'm gonna fucking swing my sword at him. I'd be attempting to not murder him, I guess. But here's the thing: I'm pretty sure if I just do lethal damage, if I hit him, he just dies. So,
Possibly.
Yeah. See, I'll attempt to swing my sword at his fucking face.
All right.
Non-lethally. I want to break his nose.
And what about Matthew, who is a little distance back? So, would you like to move into the melee at this point? Or is there something else you'd like to do?
I mean, there's nothing I can do from all the way over here. So yeah, I'll run up.
All right. So you will enter the melee. So both of you are swinging simultaneously because he's not bothering to block. He's just swinging. So well, let's do yours first.
Sure.
Just so we can kind of go through it.
So just hit
when you're
attack button?
swinging, yeah, the attack button should auto-calc, hopefully. Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ. That was a lot of highs and a lot of lows.
Yeah. Keep in mind that is technically 4 successes, not
Yeah.
10.
And I got 2 auto successes as well. So that's actually 6 successes.
All right.
6
So
fuck.
I'm almost certain that's going to guarantee hit him. Especially
that
'cause
hits
he's not
me.
bothering to block.
I got high fucking bonuses.
Yeah.
Hard to hit.
All right. Join battle. How do you do attack? Oh, okay, good.
Got 3 fucking 1s and 10d10. Ugh.
Yep.
Gross.
Huge.
Yeah, but also 7, 7, 7, 9, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
3 7s, 2 9s, and a 10. Not bad.
So you declare an attack. You
Mhm.
declare a defense, which of course he's going to defend with his basically just dodging, I think, in this case. But let's see, what is his dodging stats? Yeah, I think this guy literally only has dodge. He doesn't have anything else. Oh, no, he could parry, but in this case, he wants to swing. So he's going to attempt to dodge. So his dodge DV is 3 versus your 6, I believe, right?
Yeah. That is 6 successes total.
Which is, I'm pretty sure, going to hit just fine. I'd be very surprised if that wasn't how it works. He's the best available defense value.
If the number of successes equals or succeeds the difficulty of the roll, the attack hits.
Mhm. Okay,
So then you get raw
after the
damage.
declaration of defense, the also epic dexterity. Okay, the base difficulty plus target's DV. What is the base difficulty of swinging a sword at someone? I would assume it'd be fairly low. Do they not just have base whatever it is?
I think is base difficulty just like difficulty that you gain based upon like the circumstances? Is that what that would be? I think
I would assume so.
that's the only guess I have. So like if you're in unstable ground or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to hit. That's the base difficulty will not make it so that 3 successes fails.
Would you like me to click the damage button at this point? I guess.
Yeah. So after a successful attack, the attacker's player
Successes.
adds up the weapon's damage plus attacker's strength plus threshold successes plus 1. It's the raw damage of the attack, i.e., the number of dice of damage the attacker's player gets to roll.
So assume 4 successes here then? Question mark. Or wait.
We'll
One
assume
success?
3. Yeah.
Okay, 3. Sure. Click button. That wasn't great.
It was indeed not great. So, damage comes in 3 types. You're swinging with bashing. So you're trying not to kill the guy. Freaking heck, I'm used to Vampire where the base difficulty is actually attached to whatever the weapon is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not here, which is annoying. But, okay. So you...
Oh, you automatically use the best defense value. Not... Okay.
Yeah,
think
in
my
this case,
parry is
either
actually
way, parry
technically
or
better.
dodge is the same. So, but it makes more sense for him to dodge the attack while he's swinging his weapon.
Yeah.
So, if the target has a hardness rating, he does not. Does armor count as hardness? I don't think that would make sense, but
No
because this
fucking
guy
idea.
does have armor. No, it's soak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has his biker gear, biker gear stuff, his heavy
Mhm.
coat. So he is resistant to that. Plus, of course, his built-in, well, stamina.
Mhm.
So that's going to end up with him having, what is that, 5, I believe? Yeah. Spiker cures that. So
Yep.
he will attempt to soak the sword. That is not a 10.
And he does.
And that is 2 successes. So yeah, he's able to mostly turn your blade aside with his sleeve.
That's a depressing attack roll or damage roll.
Yeah.
Can't win though.
And as he's swinging at the same time, he's doing the same. Oh yeah, accuracy is built into the thing. What the hell? That's okay. Well, accuracy for these guys, I suppose. For NPCs.
Mhm.
All right, so he's effectively, we're not gonna have that. What is the switchblades thing? Is it easier to swing a switchblade around? Let's see. I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, switchblade is very easy, but I'm gonna say his successes are going to fall on a 6 in that case. Because I think the machete is slightly easier to swing, but it's not -2 or +2 accuracy. Goddamn!
Oh,
where's
that's
weapons?
okay. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, well that's
No,
that's
accuracy
fine.
must be the number of dice. That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, machete is +1. Okay. So +1. Really should have just written this guy's freaking stats down. Damn it. So this guy is swinging with a melee weapon. He has 2 melee. He's swinging with his dex, of course, as usual. So he is going to have 6 dice.
All right.
He, of course, has no auto successes because he is a mortal. But that is a lot of successes. Holy hell.
So that is 5 successes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Unfortunately, currently my parry is at 7 because I'm kind of fucking a tank.
Yep. So, yeah, he swings at you, and you just bat it aside.
Round shield.
Yep. All right.
My ancestor did fucking smiling at me,
Alright.
bitch.
What is his
I
speed
do say
then?
the same.
Probably not. All right, so his speed is 4, so he is going to go on tick 5. Or sorry, on tick 4. What was the speed of your sword?
It is.
It's the same. You'll react at
yeah.
the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so lower speed is better then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because it allows you to act sooner.
Checks out. I
The
was looking, I was like, man, some of these seem like just hot busted. They're fast, they do a lot of damage, they fucking very accurate. Damn.
Yep. All right. So Edward, tick 2 or tick 1 rolls around. You are already close enough. So, oh, actually, Edward and well, Matthew, because all you did was move, and speed. Just moving is basically just next tick.
Huge.
So both of you guys get a turn before the 2 combatants who are locked in swords get to do things again.
All right. I mean, he seems pretty occupied. Maybe I can just kick him in the head and knock him out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna punch when my turn comes around.
Oh, congrats! It is now your turn.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right. So mark it as turn 4 for tick 4. Sigrun's turn, tick 4. You guys are on tick 1. All right. So both of you swing at the same time.
What is it, Dex Brawl?
Yeah, dex brawl to try and hit him. And with
2 successes.
2 successes. I'm pretty sure this is the sort of game where you have to split up if multiple people are
Oh,
attacking. you at the
fucking
same time.
huge.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So he is able to get out of the way of your incoming fist effort. Unfortunately, Matthew doesn't even show up to the punch.
I'm trying to have a nice duel here.
What is the speed? You guys are just normal punching, yeah? Not big roundhouse kicks?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys will basically go on tick 5. Right after these two have clashed again.
All right. I was just kidding. It actually is a 1v1. We're just here to watch.
That's fine. I'm built for 1v1s. Well, not specifically 1v1s. I'm just kind of built.
I'm just kind of fucking jacked, bro.
If my rolls didn't fight against me, this fight would be very fast.
Yep. All right. He's not totally excited about being ganged up on by 3 people.
Why not?
It's a fair fight, I promise.
I mean, yeah, actually. Fucking tell me about it.
All right. So he is, rather than swinging at you again, he is just going to guard.
Guard, eh?
Yep.
Hmm.
Just going to move him back up to 7.
Yeah, I'll just try and fucking hit him in the face again.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bitch. This
Yeah.
little bitch.
Yeah, 7 successes, even through his guard. You bust through. Go ahead and roll damage with an extra 1 success on there.
Extra 1 success.
Yep.
So that's 4 successes?
That is only 110? Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it doesn't tell us how many tens it is. It's just green.
Green.
He is once again going to attempt to soak it.
God
And
damn.
it's not entirely successful this time. He does take some. He only got 2 successes. Or, sorry. Yeah, he only got 2 successes and you got 4. So he's going to take some damage. Is...
Yeah, listen, buddy. Stop fighting, or I'm gonna start actually fucking stabbing you.
You just bash him aside the head. Stop fighting back.
Yeah, I say stop fighting, or I will start stabbing you instead of smacking you.
Oh, okay. You can coordinate assault if you want to work together. It will give you a bonus to attacking.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
We haven't shown any teamwork yet. Why would we start now?
Is this gonna keep being a
I
fucking
mean,
1v1?
he does not have, he doesn't get another action. It's 4, right, for just swinging? So,
Mhm.
yeah. So you're back up to tick 8. All
So
right.
he's not
He hasn't had the
standing
chance to
down?
back down yet, so.
No, I won't back down.
And how's he looking?
Mostly fine, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he took a little nick, but he's still up. He's injured at this point, but not down.
How many levels of damage is the patient suffering?
At this point, 2.
Mm-hmm. Any physical addictions he suffers?
Probably.
Any physical addictions he suffers? Yes.
You want an annotated list, or?
Yeah. How do you want this?
Yes, I would.
Oh, sadly, you don't get one.
Oh my god.
Yo, listen, we know about your fucking meth addiction. He goes, everyone knows about my meth addiction. And starts swinging.
So, yep. What are you guys doing then? As it rolls around to tick 5 when you guys have turns again.
I mean, I can't fucking like grapple him. First of all, he's in a sword fight. Second of all, I have 2 strength.
Yeah, honestly, I think that fucking second part is more of an issue than the first.
All right, we'll try to hit him again.
All right.
Continue the 1v1.
What about you, Edward?
Oh my god!
7 7 7 7 7.
Yeah, you definitely freaking smack him.
What the fuck?
Damn. I will also smack him. Submit.
And there's the 1v1. 2v1, baby.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, no, Edward. That's not enough to connect with him. So go ahead and roll damage for your punch.
Do I need to put anything in for the damage here, or what is it based on?
Let me see. Being that's a speed 3 action that can be interrupted. What happens? I think, yeah, you're going to put in, well, what, he has 3. Yeah, so it's going to basically end up being 3 additional successes on there. So I don't know what the heck the base success you need, other than 1, I guess.
So just 3?
3 for the modified. It should roll for the rest of it.
Let's see.
Because if you roll damage for the attack. Unless, of course, you don't have fists in, which
successes,
is
3.
understandable.
Let's see if this works.
Doesn't seem to have. Why is it doing weapon damage 0? Oh, you forgot to put the
I don't
action
have it in. Yeah.
So it's going to be 1
what is your
plus
strength?
your strength.
Yeah.
2 strength.
So roll 3 more die. Because you get automatically 1 for it just being an attack. Okay,
4
so
successes.
That's 4 total, yeah.
He does much with his weak ass punch as I did with my fucking sword before soak.
Yeah, I'm nuts.
Yep.
Fucking actually. And I'm not using the sword for its intended purpose. It's not meant to fucking smack someone. It's meant to stab someone.
Alright, so let's see. And that is going to leave Mark. 2 more damage on him.
It did more than the fucking sword.
It does exactly as much.
No, it does more.
Does more?
Yeah, he only soaked 1 that time.
Oh, yeah.
What is the current medical condition of this single living patient?
Not good. He's giving up, not good. You have nearly brought him to unconsciousness.
It's huge. Any genetic defects?
Yes. Fetal alcohol syndrome.
No. That's just unlucky.
Genetic defects. I mean, not really.
All right.
I mean, if it gives you a, like, is this person especially like bad against cancer and whatnot, then yeah.
I don't think so.
But if this guy is just genetic defects on the site, physical, etc. stuff, no, this guy does not have any of those.
But if he did have cancer right now,
Yeah,
then like I would know.
he does not have cancer right now. However,
All right.
Got stage 4 undiagnosed.
so
Oh fuck! You need to get to a hospital.
Yo, stop the fight, stop the fight.
Right after I just fucking kicked him in the head. Wait a minute. Oh shit! I just kicked a cancer patient.
he goes and surrenders. So
Just sigh and fucking put away the sword. Having a good fight, god damn it.
What?
What?
Were we not meant to help?
I like a nice one-on-one fight, like I say.
Well, sorry.
Oh, you will be.
Stab, stab, stab.
Yeah. Fucking just
I'm
cleave his
looking
head
for
off.
Another one-on-one fight right
Mm.
now.
So, yep. He throws away his machete.
So
Listen, we're looking for your fucking boss.
yeah, we were kind of hoping for bigger jobs in petty thievery. And,
So he
You didn't
followed
give
you
us
out
good
of the
enough
bar
work.
and beat you to an inch of your life.
Listen, just
Give
tell
us
us what
better
your
jo-
boss is, and you live through this day.
Kind of coughs up a little bit of blood. I mostly get messages through the phone, but I'm pretty sure they have a place on the nicer side. And kind of gives you a location on back in Manhattan, where kind of the nicer people live.
I will try to figure out whether he
The
is
nicer
lying.
people being the people with more monies.
Yeah. Was it fair if he's lying again?
Lying we had.
Wasn't it integrity?
it was
Integrity is to
I
protect
thought it
yourself
was
from being lied
empathy
to.
and wits was the.
Yeah, I think technically either can work. It's just the different.
However, I have the knack takes one to know one. If someone lies to me, I notice there is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
so
mean I know
the
what
difference
exactly-
between it is empathy is for trying to tell motives and intentions. So it's kind of getting the feeling of things. So it can be for lying. It's to notice tells and whatnot, but it won't tell you outright, of course. Mental and physical manipulations by others, swayed by tricks, temptations, or peril, be it mundane as a slick card. No, so I think empathy does. Yeah, empathy is to tell.
All right, so an empathy
Because
roll.
I think integrity is
what-
more for someone trying to like convince you of something rather than
Mhm.
someone attempting to lie to you. Which,
Right.
as weird as that sounds.
Sympathy wits.
Yeah, empathy wits in this case.
Popping butt up. Hey. That's actually 4 successes. 2 10s.
So yeah, 4 successes are more than enough to figure out that this guy doesn't really know exactly where, but that's where he seems to suspect.
Mm-hmm.
So technically he's lying, but he's giving you his best guess.
Okay. He's lying, but not in a way that's like actively trying to fuck us over. It's more of he's like, I hope that this is enough for them to not fucking murder me on the spot.
Pretty much. Yep.
Well, he was wrong. I did not actually kill him. That's a joke.
He was wrong. Slit his throat.
I wouldn't slit his throat. I just stab it through the chest. You got to be big when you murder someone. You gotta look him in the eye. Well, that's all we really need. I hope you aren't thinking about trying to call ahead and warn them. Because if you do, well,
You'll be tied up in our car.
oh, I was gonna go way worse than that.
No, I think he means we should tie him up in the car when we go.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that he can't.
I mean, if you wish, you can knock him out fully and then go tie him up, or you can just bring him to the car and tie him up.
Bring his car and tie him up, I guess.
Yeah. He's not in good position at this point.
Fuck it, just give him a punch in the back of the head for good measure.
All right.
Just knock him out.
Yep, you knock him out.
Best be safe.
So, yeah, you bring him to the car, tie him up, throw him in the trunk or whatever.
All right. So, on to the next place.
Yep.
And we
is
ended up doing
midnight,
what my
by the way.
plan was from the beginning. Beating people up to get information.
Yeah, I knew you guys would come around to my way of thinking. All it took was 6 hours.
6
work
hours,
fast.
and where did that bring you? Back to me.
So,
Yeah,
yep.
head over to that part of town. Or however that.
guys make it
general
over there.
location.
Unfortunately, at that point, like, yeah, you can go to the house, but it's a rich person's house, just kind of sitting in the middle of the Manhattan area.
Get me in
Borders one of the big parks.
All right, so do you two have any great plans for this one, or are we going for all reliable?
there. Reliable sneak in.
Well, this is our final destination, is it not?
I don't plan to go anywhere after this.
I'm hoping we get to go somewhere after this.
Well, I imagine we're going to be going out of New York after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that this is taking us 6 hours.
That's fine.
Probably 7 or 8, given travel time.
Yeah, it's taking a little longer than that.
That can't be that bad when it comes to taking down a criminal organization.
Yeah. It's like 1 or so at this point in time.
We're gonna figure out that the other fucking team's job was like, all right, go get me some Bud Light from the corner store.
And even more surprising when we get to stay.
Fucking
Listen, the cashier was giving us a really rough time.
fucking amazing.
Oh.
It's so fucking funny.
It went really poorly.
Listen. It's not our fault.
This corner store
There
is
was-
soaked in blood.
There's a gang war. We don't know how it happened. 4 of us OD'd. There are only 4 of you. Yes.
Dude, the fucking corner store was guarded by these 3 goons.
True.
There's like 8 tries to get in there.
Oh, that's
Alright,
true.
so
We need
breaking
to just try to interrupt the other group.
Oh yeah, we need to hang out in front of their corner store.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm not using these Valkyries for anything right now.
Quick, send them in.
I could
we
literally
don't know which corner store they're chilling at.
Just guess.
True.
There's not a million corner stores.
I mean, you could do
Freaking
one
New
for
York
each
City.
corner store.
Colin, we're
There's
just in
5
we're just
Valkyries.
in New York. There's not that many of them. Come on.
I mean,
Yeah?
That's a good point. There are a lot of
All that makes me think of is the fucking one thing where it's like 7-Eleven. I mean, it's a convenience store, but I don't know if it's that convenient. I mean, like, what if I had to cross the street and there's nobody goes, all right, 7-Eleven, that's pretty fucking convenient. It's actually like less than 100 feet away.
Now they have the well-known 8-11 convenience stores,
Mm.
or the 8-12 is actually even better.
Fuck. Open 25/8.
Yeah. Someone really messed up on the marketing, and it's kept going, so no one's fixed it.
Well, I'm just. If we just killed him, he's just going to get replaced with a new leader, yeah? So we need to give them a reason to take their operations elsewhere, don't we?
I mean, that's not necessarily true. Some things fall apart when you kill a leader.
The house is dark, by the way. No lights on.
Never thought I'd be breaking and entering.
Well, do we want to threaten them for something of, I mean, going to court won't scare them. I'm sure they deal with that all the time, yeah?
I might have a way to convince them of something.
I'm listening.
Well, you see, I got this neat little trick where I swear up and down upon something, and then the people believe me. And so I can just swear up and down that I don't know, the feds are coming for them for some reason or another. And I imagine that will probably get them to move their little operation pretty fast.
That could be effective.
And if it doesn't, well, I always got plan B.
I thought that was your plan A. Just not in this case.
I mean, yeah. Not in this case. Just because something is normally plan A doesn't mean it's always plan A.
Well,
Also, it's usually under plan S
we can try that.
or M. So, break in, inform them that the feds are on them and that they should probably fucking scram.
Or, there was some dispute over property, but we don't know what the property is, so it'd be hard to substantiate that.
Oh.
All right.
What's the plan?
I mean, if we're gonna be lying to them, do we have to break in? Can we just like,
Knock.
yeah?
Hello, we're your neighborhood lying to your face organization. We'd like to come to tell you to get out of the city.
Listen,
I'm
they don't
not
know
sure
we're lying
how-
to their face. In fact,
I'm not
they
sure-
quite well believe that I'm not.
If they'll be so keen on letting us talk to whoever owns the place at 1 a.m.
I mean, it's a break in then. I mean, I don't care how we get it. I just need to talk to the bitch.
If it's an emergency,
My good
it's a great
bitch.
excuse to break in.
I think that seems the wrong way around. If it's an emergency, they would let us speak to them.
Well, we may have to convince them that it's an actual emergency, and perhaps.
Don't worry, I
breaking
got a
in
plan
is
for
a
that
good
as
way.
well.
Well,
I might have said that I'm not talky, but I also have epic attributes for all of the talky things. People tend to give me the benefit of the doubt. I might be able to guess him.
Let's try the civil way, I think.
Yeah.
First.
So I guess we go up and knock or ring the doorbell, wherever the fuck.
I mean, you could do either. This house has both.
Yeah, we'll ring the doorbell. That's the thing you do.
The doorbell chimes out with a faintly, I guess religious tune? Nah. Well, no, yeah, a faintly Catholic tune. kind of him-like in its in his tones. But no one comes to answer the door for like 5 minutes.
Plan B it is.
Maybe no one's home.
Maybe. And we just try ringing it again. It's not
Keep
very
hitting the
polite,
button.
but it would display a sense of urgency, which might be exactly what we need in this case.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Let us in.
Listen. We fucking suck. But I'll ring it again. Fuck it.
All right. Yep. It plays the same tone. But how long are you waiting before you ring the bell again?
Like 8 minutes.
No one comes for a minute, so you hit the button again. This time, about 30 seconds pass before the front hall light flicks on, and the door swings open to reveal a rather, like, quickly put up woman. Like, she has all of the, mascara and all of that on, but it's very obviously, like, rapidly put
A
on.
minute and a half? Holy fuck.
Speed.
And she got to the door.
Speed.
That's a oh my god.
Fucking gunning it.
Jesus Christ.
This bitch got epic dexterity, and you know it.
She looks you, the three of you,
Or epic
over.
appearance.
Yes.
Good evening.
She kind of looks at you. Yes, evening. That is what 1 o'clock in the morning is called. Do you need something, or are you just ringing people's doorbells to annoy them out of bed?
We have something very... No. You can continue.
Don't worry about it. What I was gonna say is unhelpful, the most extreme.
You just get
Why were
cut
you gonna
off.
say it?
I don't know. Sometimes I just do things.
Sigrid, go on.
We have something very important to talk to you about. The recent activity that has been happening down in the character might have perfect memory. Mine is god fucking awful.
Manhattan.
Yes,
Gang area location here.
and I am going to be spending a point of legend to be using benefit of the doubt. So people will accept ideas that would seem patently ridiculous if they weren't true. You spend point of legend, and something in the sign's bearing or expression convince a single listener not to dismiss what they're saying. Maybe it's the fact that blah 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 blah. Whatever the reason, the listener gives the sign the benefit of the doubt in regards to what the sign next tries to explain, despite what he might otherwise be inclined to believe. I'm gonna be like, hey, there's some very important information about what has recently been. The fuck was that? The recent gang activities down in fucking Massachusetts. If we could talk to you and your do they have a ring on their finger?
She does.
You and your husband, that would be wonderful. It's very important.
Just kind of seems to chew the idea over. Fine. I suppose I can hear you out and see if he's up.
Quote
I'm
Peyton,
in.
women can't be leaders.
Thank
Quote Peyton, women can't be leaders. Where's
No,
your
but-
husband?
It's easier to get them
Where's
both in the same
man of
place.
The household.
If I get them both in the same place, that means I can cover all my bases.
I know, it's just funny.
Yeah, wait, is there it's not like I was like, is there a fucking man of the household here? I need to speak to him, bitch. I would like check to make sure that wasn't gonna be a fucking jackass about it. I'm getting called out anyway. This is bullshit. That's it. I'm fuck this team.
Tried
I'm
to be
leaving.
considerate.
I'm gone.
Fail.
Yeah. Try to be considerate and then get called out for not being considerate. What the fuck do you want from me, cunt? I'm killing both of you once this is over. You know what? Fuck it. Why wait?
Just turn around with the door still open, stab them both,
Yeah.
and kick
I
them
have a
down the
matter of
stairs
great
and move on.
importance to talk to you about.
As soon as I turn around, I just draw a sword and one fell swoop fucking cut off someone's head. Just enter like nothing happened.
That should make things easier.
Cut off fucking Edward's head. Not gonna be unhelpful tonight, bitch.
Oh. Walking in, the house is set up in, I'm trying to think of, I don't remember what it's called, but basically the door opens onto a small landing. The stairs go both up and down on the right and left. And she's still walking up the right side, kind of into the more house area proper.
Mhm.
I can't remember what the heck that's called. I know there's like a special name for that sort of house, but I can't think of what it is.
No idea. I'm not a fucking architect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she walks up, and you kind of see her gesture over to the right when she makes it to the top of the stairs. You can sit there. I need something to keep me up.
Nod.
So, yep. You guys are able to walk in.
Does she have any physical addictions?
To coffee, yes.
Oh my god. She's a druggie!
But surprisingly, nothing else. At least for what she possibly works for.
Why is that surprising?
Well, I mean, if we're assuming that this is like the fucking wife of a drug lord, a crime lord, it is pretty fucking surprising to only be addicted to caffeine.
Addicted to Starbucks.
Gross.
So, yep. Walking up,
Subhuman criminal.
the house is decorated in kind of a newfangled Nordic style. Harsh angles. But, well, some harsh angles, but a lot of other, like, kind of tree motifs and other kind of nice, either silver or gold metalworking.
I should have brought in the shield. They'd love it.
And walking up the stairs and turning right, there is a small area of couches and, of course, a small table. Along with a host of small pictures.
As I just implied, I will not actually have the shield on my back for this. Seems a little bit too awkward. We'll have the sword, though. Not fucking giving that bitch up.
So, yeah, you hear the sounds of most likely her making coffee in the kitchen. Sounds of running water and whatnot. And she just kind of yells out, "Just make yourselves comfortable. I'll be out in a minute." So, yeah. About like 2 minutes later, she walks out with the steaming coffee cup. And as she's kind of walking out of the kitchen, she does yell in the other direction. "Honey, there's some people here that want to talk about something. It's got important something or other. I don't know. It's your business."
It's the crime business. God. Wake the fuck up. I told you I'm not dealing with the crime business.
Well, you'd think, but she does walk over and take a seat in one of the kind of single chairs and just sip the coffee. Seemingly either waiting for you to start or just attempting to be awake.
Nice decorations.
Kind of nods. My husband likes this sort of thing. He's able to acquire it from overseas, apparently. Why? I don't know. Why does anyone like anything?
What, you got a problem with fucking Nordic decoration, bitch?
That was not me. That was Chase.
Yeah, that was to you. That was to you as Chase. Now answer the question, coward.
Yes, I do.
You little bitch.
Kind of weird, dog.
Well, don't worry, it gets even weirder as about 2 minutes later, with her
Thor walks down.
finally finishing her, well, getting close to finishing her coffee anyway. A man with, well, striking Nordic features, blonde hair, blue eyes, etc. And
Country.
yeah. Da, 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 da. And what could really only be described as a radiant beauty. Like, this is blonde hair, but it's like golden blonde hair. Like, beautiful. And his eyes are blue and seemingly like, when you hear the phrase, they're, eyes like the sea, that's this sort of eyes. Though these ones seem to be more angry sea than just nice sea. Otherwise, he does seem to have been like fully dressed up, like he has a suit on and everything, like he's going to work.
He's
He
not
kind
as
of walks
fast as his
in.
wife.
He looks at the three of you. His eyes kind of narrow for a moment before he turns to his wife. Are these the people who have something to tell me, honey? He just kind of nods and then gets up and waves one of her hands at you. Yes, you deal with them. I have to sleep, work and all that. And so she wanders back into the kitchen. You hear the clink of a coffee cup into the sink. And she walks back to bed, you'd assume. He walks over and sits down in the seat she vacated.
Buongiorno.
So, what can I do for you?
How do I want to phrase this? I should have been thinking about this whole time, but I as a person am a retard. With a fucking milk brain. I'm also very
What?
tired. A milk brain.
What the fuck is that?
I think it's self-explanatory.
I guess. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, probably because it's not a fucking saying. Like, I don't think I've ever heard it before either. Because it's stupid. Let's just cut to the chase. We have reason to believe that you are in... What word do I use? A position of power in the fucking... I keep wanting to call them the Flower Patch. Every time I'm like, yeah, the Flower Patch. Easy.
Safe Flower Patch. No. He's not lying because it's not associated with anything called Flower
What
Patch.
the fuck is... Oh my god.
The Flower Bunch?
Flower
Bunch. Flower Bunch. We have reason to believe that you are in association with the Flower Bunch. And we came to warn you that there's going to be a significant amount of federal law enforcement attention coming to this area very soon. And as such, we believe that you should maybe move your operations.
Is that so?
Yes, I swear on all that is good and holy in the world, and I'm going to be using God's honest. So let me fucking very quickly find where my legend points are to reduce that again. So that one is blah blah. Yeah, spin a point of legend, performing some gesture of sincerity. So hand on heart in this case would be what it is. Because whatever the Norse version of this is, I don't know what fucking the Norse sincerity sign is. And would be more accepted sign is telling the truth about the subject at hand, no questions asked for the rest of the story.
So, if this guy was mortal, that would be all you need to do.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he's not. So
That's about what I expected. But, you know.
He is going to attempt to resist you on that.
Mhm.
As he takes one to no one. So
Awkward.
yeah.
Funny. I have no idea how powers resisting each other works.
You basically just need to roll against each other naturally instead.
All right, what type of roll am I making in this case?
Huh, weird. What did we decide was lying again? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was
Present.
integrity for logic and empathy for emotional.
That sounds right.
Oh, I
So-
see, for detecting lies. Sorry.
No, I thought that was for lying.
Well, and for lying as well.
I thought.
Did we use something else for the logical one? Presence for logic.
Presence for logic, that was, sorry.
And empathy is for the lying through emotion. So yeah, you're going to do a presence. I guess presence charisma makes the most sense here.
It doesn't matter for me. They're the exact
Or
same.
manipulation. Yeah. If either one of them is exactly the same.
Yeah, I think
Just go
this is
ahead and roll.
a manipulation. Yeah, it's a manipulation power, so it makes sense for it to be manipulation.
Yeah, it makes more sense for them.
I can use a wisdom to give myself a automatic success, correct?
A willpower. Yeah.
A willpower, not wisdom.
One auto success.
Yeah, so I will use a willpower to gain a success. I'm assuming I can't just fucking burn like 18 willpower right now. I can only do
Yeah,
one at a
no,
time.
you can only do one for each
Yeah.
roll. So
So we'll do one auto success.
Mhm.
Please. Mm.
Okay.
So that is actually 6 successes total because that's 2 10s.
4, 6, 5. Yeah, 6. Holy fuck.
Oh.
Quote me earlier. I'm not the talky type.
The dice are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll blow me out of the fucking water because it will be very funny.
I
No,
mean, he's
I
probably
doubt
got
it.
a good read, but we'll see.
All right.
God damn.
And
Man, that was two rolls in a row. I got 10s back to back. That was 2 very good rolls in a row, actually. Fuck.
all right.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
I don't think NPCs can use willpower or anything. No, they don't even. No, they do have willpower.
No?
Wow, really? Jeez, that guy. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he's going to bring it up to 5, which still loses to you, though it does not lose by very much. So he's definitely still suspicious. But you definitely at least have him coming around to your way of thinking. Is that so? People in the offices didn't tell me about any police investigation. What?
This isn't a normal police investigation. It's federal, which means it's kept more under wraps, so to speak.
Hmm.
Gotta be a lot more careful with this type of thing.
What places should I be evacuating?
So what specifically was our job? It was to make them stop or move, right? Effectively.
The three things were disrupt, kill, or make move.
Make move.
Yeah.
And
Sure, they
they're
phrased it as
mainly
make flight, but
yeah, make flight. It's the same thing. Get them the fuck out of here is
Mhm.
the salient point.
Yeah.
The
the gods didn't really care how that was dealt with, but it needs to be dealt with.
and he asked what he should make move.
Yeah.
Preferably everything, from what we know. there's going to be a significant force. They're trying to deal with a lot of things at once, and the fucking flower bunch are going to get caught up in it. So you should either go to ground for a bit, or you should move to I don't know, fucking places on the East Coast.
The Bronx.
Maybe lay low in Mexico.
I'm not gonna try and throw them that far. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's see. So
He kind of
they're in
folds his
Massachusetts.
fingers. Hmm?
Or the thing's in Massachusetts, right?
You're in New York City.
New York City.
You're in
I'm
New
having a
York.
fucking start. Listen,
I know we had Boston and vampire, not in this case.
it's fucking me up. It's fucking me up so much. Maybe move some of your. You should move your operations to fucking Rhode Island for the time being. There's not much going on there.
Rhode Island.
Well, you can keep things centralized. I use benefit of the doubt. I'm just gonna burn through all my legend in this conversation.
Go to Staten Island.
Yeah, he kind of folds over his fingers. Well, it would be a loss of time and effort to lose my people, but I'm really more concerned with my own place here. Do you know if they have any real, well, leads on who is leading my apparent little band?
Let's see.
I'm very tempted to say, well, we were able to find you pretty quick, so.
God.
I hate to tell you,
Really,
but
it
you guys
wasn't that
kind of
hard.
got lucky because of what you are. Because
Uh,
remember, legend does weird things when fate gets involved.
I'll actually blow another legend, and I'll use benefit of the doubt on this one. We have a reason to believe that although they might not know who you are yet, should you stick around, it might not take very long for them to put it together. It'd be better to just get out of Dodge before, well, everything goes straight to hell.
To be specific, my contacts in the construction businesses have had repeated requests of building plans for this building. We gave them a couple of other buildings, but they keep on coming back.
As a reminder, do you have God's honest, or else he's able to call you out on
Yeah,
that?
no, shut up. If he starts talking and I think it's gonna go wrong, I will elbow him quite hard. I'm not about to fucking let all of my fucking work get thrown away because of this shit.
And why exactly, if you don't mind my asking, are you so concerned over a private citizen's affairs?
Because I have a few people who are living in some, shall we say, unsavory areas that are likely to go very, very poorly should a lot of police show up. And I don't particularly want to deal with that.
I see. For such altruistic measures, I see. Well, as
Sorry.
much as...
No, mostly selfish. It's going to take a lot of money to move them around.
As much as I would rather stay, I suppose I can move my little organization elsewhere, if, of course, I am a part of said organization.
Of course.
Thank you for the warning, I suppose.
Don't mention it.
Was there any other pressing news that you needed to give me, or may I see you out?
I think it's about time for us to leave.
So he gets up and kind of leads you to the door, at least to the top of the stairs.
Yeah. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Indeed. If you don't mind, you could tell your little band to keep their noses out of my business later.
I shall do exactly that.
I know they like to run things around here, but I have my own ways of doing things. They really need to not be running into my business. Me and that creature are more than happy to, well, rile each other up without their interference.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so
Just gonna,
Oh, my job here's
nudge
done.
him in,
Hmm,
did he
you
just
leave.
call your bluff?
Are you waiting until you're outside to ask that?
I
Or are you
fucking
asking
hope
that
to
in the front?
God.
No way.
I mean, yeah.
If I went through all this, I will actually kill you on the spot if you do that inside. There will be no fucking hesitation.
So you go outside. The lights click back off. So, yeah, what now? It's like almost 2 in the morning.
I think that's success. So I'm fucking going home.
I'd like to
Is success how I would interpret what I just heard?
I don't know. Would you?
I have no idea, man.
Uh,
I don't
mean,
know
it
how much he
sounded like
knows.
he was saying, "Hey, yeah, that was a nice talk, but you guys should get the fuck out of our business."
Here's the thing, though. It does sound like he said that. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said. However, I do still think that he's going to at least stop fucking around for a bit, which is his business is being disrupted, which is
I
what we
think
were sent here to do.
that's like him saying for future, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
yeah.
next time, motherfucker, you let me run this. You
Yeah,
just leave
it's
me
like,
alone.
listen, I'm not gonna fuck you up this time, but stay the fuck out of my business in the future.
Gotcha.
It's the I'm not gonna sick the goon squad on you this time.
Yeah.
Next time, however.
This time you get away with it. Next time you won't.
So you guys all head home at that point?
I mean, I might as well. I'll place a visual brand on the front door of this place.
All right. You definitely can do that.
Yep, I will spend the legend to do so.
It seems to mingle with some other kind of like protection, but it stays.
Okay.
And you guys are able to go home. And a couple days pass. But eventually, you all gain a note that says that you are welcome to stay for the time being.
Big Paul.
Tomorrow we'll find out if that note says actually go away.
Well, it said for the time being.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a deck finish. We gotta figure it out.
They're gonna finish in like 5 minutes.
Just walk in, black guns blazing. We dealt with the gang. The gang? Yeah. The entire thing.
Also, I'd like to be known that it's fucking hilarious that the first plans just were fucking awful and ended up with us going with my original plan at least, of just kick the shit out of someone to get information. And then for the final part, I did all the talking.
You guys all contributed some
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep.
The ones where you can just fucking straight lie to people, kind of fucking sick.
Mhm.
Kind of sick next.
I'm actually very surprised how well he rolled against that too.
I'm surprised how well I rolled for that.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's nothing else you guys are going to do, then
Yeah, no, not really.
I don't think so.
solution found.
I'm going to
Yeah.
inform the others that meeting them was a mistake.
Yep. That was a very weird version of sign.
Yes.
You could barely use
You're
any
welcome.
powers.
Well, none of my powers were really. I don't know. I don't feel like they were that useful.
Yeah. The boons are kind of weird in that way. That some of them like seem really, really useful, and sometimes you're just like, I mean, it's good I have this, I guess, but what am I supposed to do with it?
Well, actually, no. Just assess health is sick.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I get to know if they're addicted to anything at all times.
I actually started out with assess health, but I got rid of it when I was fucking around with some shit.
Hmm.
And also, blessing of health, curse of frailty is sick because I can just make them not be able to make babies anymore. That'll show them.
True.
So we're more or less done at this point.
All right. How
You
did
guys
we
did
do, Mitchell?
a
What's
lot
the
of talking.
final?
I thought you guys did fine.
Hmm.
You dealt with problems with a lot more talking than I was anticipating, but I mean, that's okay.
It kind of gonna be
I
honest.
don't have to run around and smash skulls in.
It dealt with a lot more talking than I thought as well.
Yeah. Because the problem is I didn't really want to throw many Titan Spawn at you guys, because Titan Spawn are A, not going to bother talking to you, and B, are all fairly potent. They're big and scary boys.
Checks out. I built myself to fight. I got in one fight, and I rolled kind of meh.
Mm.
Well, you still
I got
didn't kick his
myself into
ass.
one conversation, and I rolled very well.
Yep. All right. So I don't actually mind this as much because now I can go and hopefully celebrate my sister's birthday if I figure out what the hell we're doing. Oh boy.
What are chances we actually run tonight with that going on?
I'm going to just say no at this point.
Checks out.
It's pretty low. But yeah. We'll see how the other group does and if they are more stabby than you guys. But we're done here.
Yeah, how's surprised that we didn't go stabby, actually.
Yeah.
I held back for once. I hope you guys are happy.
If we end up
We
playing
did
this again, I will of course level you guys up probably several times.
Yep.
So that's, and of course
It-
there probably will be significantly more stabbing next time.
It seems like an interesting system.
Yeah. It's weird because the system itself is built to be more combat focused, and yet a lot of the stuff is like just talk.
Yeah.
Like finding other methods of dealing with problems is
Honestly, the
very viable.
knacks and that shit are really fucking sick.
Yeah, they're great. But I'm gonna get off. Thank you for playing, guys.
Thanks for running.
Thanks for running.
Always a
Alright.
good time.
Yep. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Oh, and the recording there.
I'll end the recording